Okay, we're just about to get started right here in a bit. So I haven't streamed in the past couple days. There are three reasons why. Um, so let's start with yesterday. Not yesterday, the day before, Sunday or Saturday night. Lo and behold, once again, it rears its ugly head. I don't know why, but every time I try to update my PC, it just doesn't want to update, and then after that, it just shuts down and just doesn't want to work anymore. And I'm like, okay, well, this was eventually gonna happen eventually, and so I had to leave it on and just make sure that just let it run, make sure it runs for 3 hours, and then turn it off. And then I turn it back on and it should run fine again, which it did. It worked for a little bit. Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna wait on this little. Well, I'll keep explaining here in a couple seconds. So anyway, yeah, my PC just fucking stopped working again, and so I was like, okay, well, I can't play for tonight, so I'll just watch some YouTube videos. And then I started playing Marvel Rivals, and that's when the night ended. That's when the real night ended, and so I was like, okay, well, can't stream tonight. Okay, I'll go to bed for now, and that'll be the end of my night. I did not sleep at all. Here come 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm still on my phone. And so I was like, okay, well, I might as well just watch YouTube Shorts and whatever other video I could find. And so I kept watching videos, putting on videos and stuff like that. Come 11 o'clock, no, not 11. Come 10 o'clock, 10:30, 10:20. I'm like, okay, well, it's very late now. Let me catch an hour of sleep. So, so I was like, okay, well, I'll get an hour of sleep, and then I have to get up, get ready for work, go to work. And so yesterday, got an hour of sleep, got up, got ready for work, went to work, came back home, and so I turned on my PC, and it's still not working. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, that just sucks ass. Yeah, I was expecting it to work pretty well, work right away, and it's not working again. So PC troubles once again. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll just lay down and see if I fall asleep. Put on some videos, and then eventually conked out. Lo and behold, come 10 o'clock in the morning, get up today and turn on my PC, and it's working. Yeah, all right, it's working again. Heck yeah. And so after that, I decided to, it's like, okay, spend some time watching YouTube videos, grab some Taco Bell, come back, grab some, watch some more videos. And then I was like, okay, well, my PC didn't update. Why didn't it update? So I tried to update it again, and it didn't update and just crashed out again. I was like, oh, fuck. Okay, well, now I have to go to work in like 20 minutes. So I turn on my PC, see that it's not working, and then I go to work. I left it on. So then later, after a couple hours of work, I was like, okay, it should be fine now. So I had my roommate turn off my PC. You gotta like force turn it off or else it doesn't turn off. So it turns off, and I'm like, okay. He turns it off, and then I'm like, okay. Come back home after work about an hour ago, and I was like, okay, turn on my PC. Okay, it's on, it's working. Okay, everything is working, everything is fine. So I decided to do something I haven't done in a while. So I went for a full system defrag. Freed up a little bit of space, and I deleted some wallpapers that I'm just not currently using. Just a lot of ones that are just kind of taking up space. Deleted some installed games, deleted some of this other stuff that's just not involved. Deleted some videos that I'm not using that's not being recorded or being worked on. Deleted stuff like that. Made some room. Updated my drivers, updated my graphics card, updated as much as I could, and then I restarted my computer again. And finally, it's working again. After a good restart, it updated, it's working, it's fine. We'll see how long this lasts. I gotta double check whether or not it'll update again. But other than that, we're ready to go. And we're actually thrown right back into where we left off last time. Terzad is talking right now about what happened with as we made our way to the next oasis. So yeah, we're thrown right back into the side quest right away. So we were gonna find out what this tablet has to say for us. I mean, right away. We're like right in it. I just logged in and we're right into it. Right again. I didn't even like try to do anything. No, we're just right in. But yeah, just PC troubles as I can. I will be checking whether I need to update it. I defragged all my disk drives, by the way. I have 2 disk drives in this PC, so I have my main one and then the side one. I defragged both of them just in case. But we're back into the game. Now that our bellies are full, what other excuses do you have? Let's hear them. And what did you slip to Nachigol earlier? Better not be thinking of using the merchants to send messages to the enemy. Terzad, you're being too hostile. No one's going to talk if you act like that. It was just a note on some trivial matters. It's with the luggage that you won't be able to take with you. You can have it once you return safely. He can be hostile all he wants. I'm angry too. Forget Terzad. Even I've never heard about my father's past. I refuse to believe he's an evil person, but it's his secretiveness that's caused all of this. None of this would have happened if he told us everything from the beginning. Now I don't even know where to start. Maybe we should start with this relationship with Samal. Exactly. I can't sleep in peace without getting to the bottom of that. Ooh, wait, hold on. I'm currently texting my brother. He just texted me today. I'm currently texting him. Thinking I'll get that Rasta thing, man. Yeah, we're currently talking about Marvel Rivals. Even he has played Marvel Rivals. The only person I know around me who's actually given Marvel Rivals a chance. Bastards. All of you heard Somalius? Well, he was telling the truth. Just like him, I was a member of the Ermite band called Thutmose. However, I betrayed him and Thutmose both. Yeah, this is what we had. This was the last part of the quest that we'd left before we actually wanted to continue the rest of it. So I guess we're getting the reiteration of it. Oh no! I remember what happened. My internet disconnected. That's right, my router fucked itself. It happens every once in a while. It's like usually kind of like rare. But every once in a while, on that one day that I was about to log off, right when I was just about to leave, log off and get ready for the rest of my get ready for work for the next day, my router shit itself and rebooted itself. It happens every once in a while, and I can never control it, but I have to wait for it to like reboot in order to like turn it back on again. Well, it's got to like self reboot itself in order to like work, but it happens every once in a while. And so the last stream, I guess the router must have cut out before I stopped the cutscene, so we got to rewatch the whole thing again. No, that's not it. I thought I'd never have to mention this to anyone ever again. In the end, it was all my fault. All my fault. There were ill feelings between me and Samal, but I only regret myself as an insignificant grain of sand. I did as Thutmose needed of me. Ufara was a capable researcher, and the Thutmose coveted her wisdom. They hoped to use her knowledge to solve the puzzle Al-Amar left behind. So, I invited her to the desert and explored many ruins with her. Our years spent exploring together did bear some fruit, but it wasn't enough for Thutmose. And was Jet included in those results? Come on, Terzad. Some things are best left unsaid. I'm making a reasonable interference here. As I said, there were ill feelings between Samal and me. After Jet was born, I kept asking myself if I could still wholeheartedly carry out the missions Thutmose gave me as I had been doing in the past. Could I still tolerate what Samal was doing? In the end, Ufara and I decided to use hitting a bottleneck in her research as an excuse to take Jet away from the desert and away from Thutmose. But Samal saw through my weakness. Can't be. A researcher that can unlock the secrets of Al-Amar is worthless to Thutmose. He even thought that I would have no reason to leave Thutmose once Ufara was gone. How did you even sleep at night after witnessing things like that? I do my best. So, our encounter with Samal was a coincidence? Yes and no. Thutmose would never give up an opportunity to unlock Al-Amar's secrets. I thought that we might encounter them, but I never expected that we'd run into Samal. Thus, for 2E2, Paimon wonders what wicked plots they and Samal are hatching together. He will stop at nothing to achieve his objectives. That's the kind of person Samal is. Then what's your goal on this trip, Jabrail? My goal? Are you still unable to let go of the King Deshret's secrets? Huh? But Jabrail said that even years of research with Ufara amounted to nothing, so how would relying on Terzad really change anything? Why would you believe in my skills? Listen, we're going to fill in the blanks tomorrow. In truth, I already know how I'm going to write my paper. Perhaps as is just said, coming to the desert is like returning home, and in the end, I'm a grain of sand. I was born here, and I shall be buried here as well. You know, I feel like I play a lot of games, and that's pretty okay. But I feel like some of my friends should take interest in some of the games I play. But no, I asked them, and they say no. I asked somebody down on my rivals, and they said no. Ufara and I were like a bird and a fish, but Al-Amar's secrets allowed her fates to intertwine. Now, you and I, people from different lands, are again here for those very same secrets. I didn't mention all this to you because it was my own selfish dream and it had nothing to do with Jet. I didn't want to make her bear any burdens she doesn't have to. Terzad, we hold different opinions on Al-Amar, but you are one of the researchers from the Hindi clan. As long as we reach the throne... The throne? Our destination tomorrow, Kaj Nisut, is where Al-Amar's throne lies. According to the legends of the desert, only the chosen are worthy to kneel before the throne. The times have changed. If I have a chance to look upon the golden slumber that Al-Amar promised, I'll be able to feel the long life wish that Ufara and I share. To that end, I would do as we agreed and protect you to the end. All right, our side would be the weaker by far if you were just Traveler and me. Hey, how could you forget about Paimon? I don't think he could be included in any estimation of my group's strength. Paimon's definitely stronger than you, though. Anyway, I have new worries now. Jabrail, don't you have revenge on your mind at all? I know you repeatedly promised to protect me until the commission is over, but The loss of your wife isn't something you can just laugh off, is it? If we meet him again, no, I think we would definitely will. Even I know that he'd be waiting in ambush for us at our final destination. At the time, what would you be? What will your? I can't read. What will your priority be? Will you take a step forward to get revenge, or a step back to keep us safe? Come on, Terzad. Stop putting people on the spot like that. Why can't I read today? I feel like I'm fucking inept. It's a very realistic question, and it's linked to my survival, so of course I have to pursue an answer. I'm taking revenge on Samal would bring Ufara back to life, a good deal like that. That's normal for you, though? What do you mean? I am not that inept. Even if I had to gotten him 10 times, even 100 times, I wouldn't hesitate at all. But this is a meaningless delusion that even Al-Ahmar would pay no attention to. I can only pray that she has found peace amidst the endless ocean of sand. Why are you doubting me? I've realized you've put in that emote so many times that I recognize it now. A man chained by hatred cannot raise a daughter. That's why I left the sands behind me, so that Jet could get away from all of this. And those feelings that will not edify her. Father, I didn't know anything. I even said that you did all this because you couldn't forget the desert and the hot winds here. If you hate it here, let's just leave right now. Forget Samal. To be honest, I want to know about the past. I want to know how you and Mother met each other and fell in love. I want to know what you and Mother have been through, the sweet memories and everything else. But if bringing up those memories will bring you sorrow, then I'd rather not hear about them. Just leave them buried here. I'll stop liking the sand. I'll stop treating this place as home. We've been together since I can remember. Nothing in this world is more important to me than you. So long as you're well, we can be at home anywhere. Wait, you can't leave. Our expedition isn't over yet. But you were so suspicious of them just a while ago. Things change. I fully trust Jabril now. He certainly isn't on Samal's side. At least, but he isn't, right? Still thinking about getting the earbuds? I wish I had money. Don't worry, I won't quit halfway. Perhaps the day will come when I shall see her again in the eternal oasis. When that day comes, spring water will replace salt water. Joy will wash away the pain. Roses will never wither, and the feast will never end. Also, Pocket Racer. I'm thinking about doing that tomorrow. Pocket Racer when? I need to probably tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, so I get to play all day. So we're gonna try and I don't know where we're gonna find it, or if there's a way I need to obtain it, but I need to figure out my whole option with that Pocket Racer. The thing is, that point by Genshin. Yeah, Genshin's for today. I couldn't think of anything I wanted to play. I thought about starting Xenoblade Chronicles again. I thought about playing it today, but I didn't know if my PC was going to work. So now that it is working, we'll see how tomorrow turns out. If it works just fine, we'll probably do some Yakuza, and then I'll do some Xenoblade Chronicles too. Those will probably be the only 2 games I'll play tomorrow. But that is still very, very far away. It will definitely not be now. She knows that I have a mission to complete. Oh my god. Yes, we're getting back into the backlog. We're getting back into the backlog. We'll even get to Conception back. Also this weekend? Oh, yeah, that's this weekend. I don't even have money, man. I gotta go VOD mission. Like, I have enough money to pay for bills this week, and that's all I have money for. And then I get paid next week, and that's all going to, freaking, oh yeah, March springs forward, so that's this weekend, right? So login times are going to be like 3 o'clock again. She knows I have a mission to complete. I will assist you in unlocking the secrets of Al-Amar and protect you all to the end. Samal will not object us, because I will clear him out of the way. As for Urfara, if I have the chance, I'll tell you everything, Jet. Time will gradually filter away the bitter impurities, though I'm not good with words. I may not be able to convey 1,000th of her beautiful qualities, but if you're willing to listen, I will tell you everything I know. My head's a mess, Father. Can you sing that song again? O stars high above the wasteland. It always calms me. It's a song that Ufara deciphered from Al-Ahmar's text. O stars high above the wasteland, O nightingales weary from the day, it's time to take off the crown of roses. Cleanse yourself with wine made from grapes. I'll take the night watch. Don't stay up too late. Yeah, this part is when my internet cut out. Right when we like logged back into like be able to control everything. And then the update comes in for tomorrow, right? Sometime tomorrow, like 4 o'clock. Anecdotes. Okay, this is the... I still want to go to the Mausoleum of Deshred. I want to explore every section of that. Make sure I don't miss anything. But let's do our anecdotes first. Get that out of the way, and then we'll do our dailies, and then get ready for everything else later on. Farina comes tomorrow again. The update is around 2 o'clock, right? 2, 3 o'clock? Ow! Bastard. It's somewhere in the afternoon. Gotta make sure I update. We'll see if ZZZ happens tomorrow or not. Because I know it's also gonna update tomorrow, but we'll see. So Fontaine when? As soon as I get sick of Sumeru. I'm still doing... We have 2 more main side quests in this area that I really want to do. And then after that, it's just character missions. Which is also unavailable now. I mean, we have Sino, but I want to wait until we get into the... until we get Pash Arlecchino. And then we can get to these ones. Well, look, a friend. Uh-oh. I've gotten so many... A friend next to the traveler. Did I unlock this? No, I did unlock it. Flurry of frost and autumn leaves. How they scatter, how they swirl. More swordsman's to practice, Shinkei. I know you'd come today. I haven't been here long, actually. This must be exactly what they meant by great minds think alike, the understanding shared by kindred spirits. Did your brother end up reclaiming his book? No, he hasn't. He did see me reading as I practiced my swordsmanship. He did sigh, shake his head, and make gestures with his feet and hands, but he didn't ask for the book back. So, why did he suddenly... There's no English voices for friend? Yeah, I did forget about that. The whole anecdote situation is all unvoiced. Well, my guess is that this was his father's idea. He's always told me to practice my calligraphy more. And pen a few more congratulatory notes on behalf of the family. That way I could temper my mind and also gradually get in touch with our business partners, which would lay a foundation for my future role in managing our family affairs. Besides, I don't know who else could open my brother's bookcase if not my father? But you know me. I'm honestly not more afraid of being stuck sitting up straight at a reception table, feigning civility and giving lip service to... Sorry, pretend I never said that. Yeah, that sounds like it'd be really grating. Right? I'd much rather find a quiet spot to practice penmanship on my own than sit there drinking stale tea and listening to stale conversation. So, I came here under the pretext of working my subjects into my calligraphy and getting the relevant enlightenment from Chronicle of Cleansing Ink. That way, I get to do a bit of both. I didn't expect that he'd show up so quickly, though. It seems that my swordplay was quite the effective signal beacon. Then what enlightenment have you gained, perchance? I've realized that even famous figures have an earnest side to them. They aren't prideful, haughty beings of divine skill, as many think. As you can see, this original anointed copy contains some remarks and critiques made by who's of swordplay calligraphy from a previous generation. One can, even if vaguely, glimpse the personalities of these eminent personages shining through. Take this, for example. This is another calligraphy great who didn't get along with Jaifan. See how he nitpicks and hangs on every little error and how long his annotations are. See, this is the commentary he gave to Zaifan's calligraphy. Free, unstrained, sharp as a bared edge, like a great tree braced against the wind. It sounds like a compliment, but I feared that when he called Zaifan's a great tree, it was an sense that the greatest tree in a forest is the first to be cursed by the wind. Quite the backhanded compliment. You can barely tell it's criticism. Of course, those two often butted heads, but one must always be careful when penning words down. Words penned in black and white can hardly be taken aback after all. In response, Zaifan penned the following response. Spring will come and the trees shall yield lush shade. And here too, I remember that the one who wrote this was Tian Quan at some point. They say that he was brilliant at both calligraphy and swordplay, and that his comments were always very concise. This is what he wrote. Lovely, but you never did learn how to sign your name. There's all sorts of other interesting annotations too. Come on, let me show you. Wasn't the point to use swordplay as a way to transition to calligraphy practice? Oh, there's no rush at all. As my great-grandfather always says, to practice calligraphy is to temper heart and mind. Only by understanding this text can you learn to write the words within. Actually, wait, do you know what time it is right now? Oh god, well, just look at the sky. Oh, drat, I'm going to be late back. Looks like I'll be getting an earful from my father now. Either way, I've got to go face the music now. I'll be back later to practice my swordsmanship play again. Though, so if you have time, why not come back and join me? I'm sure that we'll improve all the faster by putting our heads together and putting one another to the test. But if you don't want to practice, we can always take a walk and even go fishing. Hey, look at me, rambling on like this. I'll head back first. See you later. Oh my god, Nux was on Felian's stream tomorrow. Somebody's collabing with the most controversial person that is not Hassan Piker. It was such satisfying to know that he got fucking banned today. Or today. Yeah, I don't know what Filian's time situation is. With Fifi? Not the two of them in the same group. Not the stalker. Okay. Actually, I want to hear what the Chinese voices sound like. I'm very curious of what it sounds like. Like, I want to hear the Korean version as well. So I want to listen how Amber sounds in Chinese. It's gonna sound weird, and I'm not gonna be used to it. But it's gonna be interesting to see. You caught some of it, but sleep got you? I'm sure somebody will clip it. Yeah, let's see what the Chinese version of Amber sounds like.
又护送了一位迷路的冒险家。这个地方真的有这么难走吗？
Sorry, I'm lost.
没关系，我是蒙德城西方骑士团。
Number one outrider.
居然能在这里遇见你，你来蒙德玩的吗？
It's not too
你来
different.
的正好，莎拉小姐刚巧发明了新菜品，正找人去试吃呢。凯亚和琴应该也都在骑士团里，还有小可丽也在。哎呀，不好不好，我是不是说太多，耽误你行程了？
Don't worry, Amber. It's
没耽
fine.
误你的事情就好。拿着这个，你有段时间没尝过我的手艺了吧？这是我刚做的，可要趁热吃啊。虽然还想和你多聊聊天。 但是最近有好多冒险家在这片树林里迷了路。
How long do you think his ban will be this time? It's either going to be until tomorrow, or it's going to be like 3-day ban.
为了护送他们进城，我这几天的巡逻次数都增加了好多，都快要有点忙不过来了。
I mean, it's probably going to be like 1-day, 2-day ban. It could be 3-day ban. It could be a week ban, and that's the most they'll probably give him. But if people come back out and have him banned again, they're probably gonna do it. They probably get to like buckle down and do it again. And it might not be that long either. and if he comes back again and he gets banned again, they're probably gonna have to consider a permaban. If people are gonna like continuously like just like put it out continuously that this person needs to be taking off. Well, he already crying about it. Yeah, he's probably on Twitter crying about it. I don't look at. I'm not on Twitter because I can't access it. But also at the same time, I don't want to be on Twitter because I don't want to access it. But yeah, I hope it's for a long time. And if it's not for a long time, I hope he keeps getting banned because people want him to be banned. With you here, they're in safe
那
hands.
当然啦。哎呀，我还要去巡逻，就先走啦。有什么事的话，直接来骑士团找我就行。
Outrider champion stake. Oh, hey, hey, It didn't sound too different from how she normally sounds. Like, the English voice actor has a little bit of a deeper, like, lower register, but it's also not that different. And the cadence of the Chinese, the Mandarin, is actually on point with just like the syllables of the American speech. Like a lot of it's very similar. Like the way, like it read at the same pace, it's actually the same. As close as it can be, at least. What did you say, B? Oh, well, I can't look at that now. Oh, you got Hero Hey, okay. Yellow Flash. Okay, I've never seen Yellow Flash, but I have heard of Hero Hey. I mean, if it's in a Nux Taku video, Hero Hey is pretty good at like that stuff. But honestly, I saw Rev Says Desu video about it. I mean, Asmongold also covered it, but I saw the Rez Says Desu first before I saw the Asmongold situation about it. I mean, Asmongold's just my news channel. Okay, let's see how our next character sounds. I'm trying to think of the name. The name escapes me for whatever reason. Got many channels for fun info. I'm actually thinking about adding Decoy Voice to my subscription channels because I like a lot of his videos that like a lot of coverage that he does is actually pretty well done. I'm thinking about doing Hero Hey, but I don't know what exactly he covers. Alright, what is she up to? Noelle. That's her name. Her name is Noelle. Huh? Okay. Noelle. Gil? I thought you were Ellen for a second there.
你好呀，荣誉骑士前辈。艾琳小姐去搬新的木桩了，你是找她有什么事情吗？
Were you practicing using Gale Blade just now?
我这几天正在和艾琳小姐交流武艺，刚好谈到了秦团长的绝技风压剑。
Interesting. Her voice is a lot softer and higher pitched.
虽然我们都没有风元素的神之眼，但秦团长使用风压剑时的剑技也很值得学习。 和艾琳小姐商量了之后，我们决定用木桩来锻炼。艾琳小姐的剑技可好了，每一招都使得十分精准。
Imagine? I don't have to imagine. I am.
不过，虽然我知道这种剑技是以巧妙精细见长，也练习了很久，但却总是无法精确地抓住剑技的精髓。我已经很努力地在控制了，但每次挥剑的时候，我还是会直接把所有木桩都摧毁掉。完全没有训练到位。
You're using a claymore for her gale
我
blade.
也想要换成单手剑进行练习，但单手剑真的太轻了，握起来的手感怪怪的，怎么使剑都不舒服。而且，一般的单手剑根本经不住我折腾，只要我随便挥一挥，整个剑身都会被甩出去老远，轰的一下砸进地里。
Hello, Kenzawa. How are you today?
上次我在城外练剑，一个不小心，剑身直接飞到了教堂顶上，狠狠撞到了楼顶的那口钟。
Oh God, no Xenoblade. I was gonna try and do it, but for the past 2 days, I had a lot of PC trouble, and thankfully it's working today. So if it works tomorrow, Xenoblade will probably be tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna try and do a Yakuza Kiwami and try and get the pocket races situation handled, and then we're gonna play Xenoblade Chronicles. But yeah, it was supposed to happen today, but it was supposed to happen a few days ago, but I was having so many PC troubles, so I'm just glad that it's working today. I don't know why Windows 11 is giving me so much trouble right now.
轰隆一声响，维多利亚修女被吓了一跳，风急火燎地跑到骑士团来，说好像有人袭击蒙德城。军团长向他解释了好久，才让修女安下心回去。
She was in the courtyard, and she sent a freaking one-handed sword from the courtyard all the way to the steeple bell tower of the cathedral. That's how hard she threw that shit.
我已经拜托瓦格纳先生帮忙打造一柄超级加重的单手剑了，也不知道他什么时候能造好。希望那柄剑的剑身不会被我甩飞。
Ellen appears in the distance, hauling over wood dummies, and Nora rushes over to help her. Yeah, she has a lot softer voice. It's kind of wispy, so it feels like a little bit.
那边
What? What's going on over here?
大家好，我是正在努力成为已有诗人的莎莎，非常感谢大家来看我的演出。那么现在我要开始演奏了。在摘星崖的山顶，一切皆已沉静；在一切树梢之顶，一切不对。
Oh my God, you found it? What did I
在
find?
一切树梢之顶，不闻群风，也不见小鸟的身影。记得接下来应该是勿要匆匆前行。真是不好意思，这次发挥的不太好。明明第42次和第90次都没有口吃，可以流畅的念出来的，到底是哪里不对呢？第42次和第90次。
The quest to unlock the rhythm game?
为了给大家带来最完美的演出，这首曲子我已经练习过100次了。刚才是第101次，也是第一次正式演出。本以为这次能成功，结果还是搞砸了。是准备的还不够吧？得对比一下第42次和第90次的情况，加大练习量才行。
Maybe the problem isn't the amount of practice, but something else.
对呀，你都练习过那么多次了，按理说不应该是刚才那样的表现。说不定是练习的方法出了问题。说起来，旅行者也懂演奏， 不如你先讲讲你的练习方法，说不定能给你一些建议呢。
Honestly, this Paimon is not as annoying as the rest of the other Paimon. I'm just a hobbyist, but I can share my thoughts if you'd like.
至于我嘛，我是专业的观众，可以给出很专业的观众视角的建议。你们人真好，居然愿意帮助我这样的人。稍等一下，我看看之前的笔记。啊，不，还是直接把笔记给你们看更快吧。
This has been the longest time since I've been in Mondstadt.
啊，什么笔记？
So Korean when? Probably Wednesday. I'll probably play Genshin again Wednesday once I get the update. I'm gonna do some Korean stuff. Okay, I'm actually not bothered by the Chinese.
每次练习我都做了记录，注意和繁星点之类的。哦，后半部分是聆听他人演奏和尝试各种乐器的心得体会，不用太在意。
Actually, you know what the real test is? The Aratake Ito voice actor. I love his English voice acting. But once I went to the Japanese, I was like, no, this is not him. This is not the boy. This is not the man. That's the real test. Whether or not they can get that voice that matches him. Because I feel like the English voice acting for Aratake is so good that it just matches his face and his character in situations like that. The Japanese version is just not. It just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. It doesn't hit right. Actually, we still have the hangout event with Kuki. Maybe we should just replay the whole thing again and see how he sounds in Chinese, and then see how he sounds in Korean. Because if I hear his voice and then it doesn't sound right, it's not right. It's just not right. Anyway. The one-on notebook records Sansa's detailed reflections on her rehearsals, but the random thoughts in the second half are quite verbose. Sounds like journaling and more like an essay or research report.
哇，这简直比蒙德图书馆里的百科全书还要厚！你就是音乐界的学者、收藏家、图书管理员。因为我的父母希望我能成为一名学者，一直让我接受这样的训练。但是现在，我把这些经验都活用到吟游诗人的领域了。
The Academia? Isn't the Academia in Fontaine? Well, not a different type of Academia. Also, patch for ZZZ is this weekend, and Genshin got a different banner. Like this weekend, or the banner for Genshin is this weekend, or the patch for this is tomorrow, right? For Genshin, and then the banner comes this weekend, this week. Okay, I see. I think I get it. That sounds logical, but feels off somehow.
我到底哪里做的不对呢？是我对音乐知识的理解有偏差，还是练习的方法不正确？
Feels like your efforts are misdirected.
成为吟游诗人居然是这么困难的事吗？这么一想，卖唱的无论是弹琴还是唱歌，都是一副很轻松的样子。但是他的弹奏和演唱都挺好听的。该不会其实他在我们看不见的地方用过？
I actually don't mind this Paimon. It's a free fucking sword. Okay, that's a great photo.
旅行者，你在找我吗？
Okay, here he comes.
问题阁下。吓我一跳！卖唱的你怎么说来就来了？
Which Rin brought you here?
当然是掺杂着一帮花草香气的思念之风啦。这家伙又在不正经了。刚才我正在野外散步呢，突然灵感乍现，像被树上掉下来的苹果砸中了脑袋。我赶紧把想到的一段新诗记在了叶子上，还没写完呢，就听到呼啦一声。呼啦一声，调皮的风非要当我的第一个读者，把我手里的叶子卷跑了。
我刚要追上去，一个黑影一闪而过，在我面前咬住了叶子。
In its mouth?
我在原地打了好几个喷嚏。唉，就在这个时候，我那段心事的第二位读者已经跑没影了。
This seems like it's like he went on a drug trip.
现在想起来都觉得鼻子有点痒痒的。
听这个描述，咬走那片叶子的是猫猫吗？不过你要自己去抓吗？会不会太勉强了？
Oh, that's the cat. What he thought of the poem.
我也来帮忙。温蒂阁下的弹奏和演唱一直都是我学习的榜样。如果能帮到您，那将是我的荣幸。
Wait. Nobody knows he's the like the Archon, right? I mean, he's kept it like kind of a secret that nobody knows he's the Archon. So she's just somebody that really appreciates Venti as a bard. She's probably seen like a couple of his performances, so she just appreciates his inspiration as a bard.
就是那个，等找到您的新诗之后，我能不能问您几个关于写诗的问题？对不起，我知道现在说这个太唐突了，但我怕我等会儿就怕得说不出来了，请您原谅。
Only Jean and Diluc know?
没关系，问题就像树叶上的脉纹，而灵感就是它传递的养分。当然应该以最快的速度抓在手里。无论有什么问题，你就直接问吧，我会不做保留的向你分享我的想法。
I think that Venti voice acting in Chinese is just about the same.
真的？我的笔记本在哪儿？啊，在这里。请您等一下。
Sansa frantically flicks through to the questions page in her notebook, takes a deep breath, and explains her background and the issues she's having.
原来如此。不过这么听下来，无论是理论知识还是演奏技巧，你都已经掌握得很好，应该。
可是他明明都这么努力了，却还是表现不好，肯定是有原因的。那就是因为我没有天分了。或许像我这样的人，就不适合当吟游诗人吧。
I would think Miko would know, and I think Xiao would definitely know. Because Xiao has been part of the old guard, and Miko has just been there for a long time. So I think both of them would definitely know. Anybody who's been there since I has been alive has probably known who he is. Definitely have to be like Zhongli. Would definitely have to know, of course. I'm pretty sure he has a little bit of disdain for him, doesn't he? I don't know for sure, but that could just be like some random information that I'm just putting out.
你还记得自己为什么要成为一名吟游诗人吗？
为什么想要成为吟游诗人？也许是因为羡慕吧。以前，当我被父母关在屋子里学习时，窗外传来了吟游诗人的歌声。
Oh, so you missed this event? What did you send me? Oh, okay.
那美妙的曲调，轻快的歌声，像一缕清风吹进了我的心里。要是我成为吟游诗人，我也能像他一样自由吗？
They locked her in a room so they forced her to study? That's fucked. No, I'm pretty sure it's not. It's the Red and Shogun that doesn't like Venti. Because of how free his area is. Because of her a whole lock on eternity.
我想像他一样自由，像他一样快乐，也想像他一样，把这份喜悦分享给所有人。
Hu Tao meets Venti in that event? No! I think that'd be funny. I think that'd be a funny encounter.
但一想到要在大家面前表演，我就紧张的不得了。 为了不失败，我努力学习和练习，但是一到正式演出，却会结结巴巴。
Well, it was no.
我认为你是一名很优秀的诗人。
Okay, that's a little bit of a lot of praise for what has
可
happened.
是我连歌都没法顺畅的唱下来。
你刚才不是说是因为想要追求快乐与自由，才梦想成为一位吟游诗人吗？吟游诗人的歌声就像风一样，不会被任何东西束缚和阻拦，不然那个时候你也不会在屋里听见那位诗人的歌声。
Which was in all likeliness venti.
你是一位优秀的诗人，只不过你听到了太多杂音，自己为自己的想法挂上了枷锁，让他们限制了你的脚步。
Stop worrying about what other people think.
对呀，既然想把自由的快乐分享给大家，首先你就得比任何人都更自由、更快乐才行。
Yeah, so she has everything else down that you need. Music theory, lyric notifications, note notifications, everything else. She just needs to stop thinking so much.
哦，亥蒙也很有当吟游诗人的潜力呢。
比其他人更自由、更快乐。我懂了，谢谢各位老师，我会把你们的教导铭记在心的。
那接下来就再试试看吧，机会难得，就由我和旅行者来为你伴奏。
I'd be happy
那
to.
观众的位置就交给我好了，我是最专业也是最自由的观众。嘿嘿。
Okay, actually, that's a great statement. Paimon is the most professional and freest audience you will ever find.
我第一次在这么多人面前顺利演出，现在不是因为紧张才结巴，是太高兴了。刚才在演奏时，我自己好像也变成了一缕清风，无论什么地方都能抵达。你的心情一定传达给大家了，你瞧，就连猫猫也被你的表演给吸引了呢。猫猫。
Is this the one with the leaf in its mouth?
这不是我的第2位读者吗？我们快去问问他的读后。
煤球，原来是你呀！抱歉，他是我的邻居养的猫。我在练习时，他就常常跳到窗台上当我的观众。他刚才叼着的东西，该不会就是那片系着诗的叶子吧？这是温迪阁下很重要的东西，能还给他吗？
Oh, you know he wants to steal it again.
总觉得有些不好意思，您帮了我这么多，我却没什么可回报的。
你帮我找回了丢失的灵感，已经帮大忙了。
Let's ask Kitty for a critique. Very concise. A lot of information was conveyed. Much emotion, yes, of course. Much, yes. Intonation, yes.
你喜欢我的诗吗？一下子凑那么近。别看了，我还没写完呢。这位读者真热情。朋友们，下回记得来听我唱歌呀！
他还真是来去如风。
Yep.
既然能得到温迪阁下的指导，我得找个时间专门去谢谢他。也得谢谢2位。作为小小的感谢，这本曲谱集就请你们收下吧，是我在学习时收集的各地曲谱，或许对你们有帮助。除了各地的曲谱， 其实我也收集了各种乐器，如果想要试用乐器，请随时来找我，我们也可以交流演奏的心得。
A whole bunch of different instruments? Okay.
那我们就不客气了。
Collection of sheet music given to you by Sasa the Bardo contains music scores and performance insights gathered from various nations dependent such details as arrival musical insights. It's such a collection at the disposal of musicians to play as many enchanting melodies indeed. Alright. Let's check it. Oh, it's actually a thing. Okay. Let's open this. The repertoire of mirrored melodies can be used to play songs from all over Tibet, including songs related to the companions you met on your journey. You can also edit existing scores for songs and share them with other players. You can play them. Okay, maybe the menu. Okay. What is Stokerton? Make sure that you follow the okay. Multi-finger control recommended. Okay. Rex Incognito. Okay. Well, let's try. Let's give our first shot. Wait. Wait. Hold on. Okay, it's just a set. Okay, good. Okay. We're not gonna touch Fontaine. I don't want to ruin that music for me. Okay. Well, I think I know what we're doing tonight. Well, it looks like our night is locked in, I guess. I fucking love rhythm games. Is it later and sooner? When a note falls on the decision line, strike the decision line in order to score points. The amount of score points will depend on the dynamic of your stroke. No rhythms in this right to get a hold of deliveries. You knew Genshin minigame addiction? It's like Yakuza 0 all over again. Let's see. What does decantus mean? I think they have Hu Tao's theme. Heck yeah. What does decantus mean? Okay, let's do pro. Let's see how we do on pro. Okay, I need to get more recognized with when Song Lee says you should play Genshin, you should do this with him. Oh, can he out? Is it like a team play situation that can happen with that? Okay, that's actually not bad. I can't do pro, but I need to practice more. But let's see legendary. Let's see how messed up legendary is. Actually, that was actually kind of fun. You should play and just this and say I'm playing Genshin. What do you mean? I'm playing Genshin right now. Honestly, not bad. I need to do Legendary again. Honestly, Legendary is probably where I'm at. Pro and Legendary is probably where I'm at. I honestly need to get better at recognizing which buttons are which. It's honestly like just the bottom 3 buttons, but at the same time, I'm like, okay. Middle is left. The middle is right. Okay, I'm actually gonna stop playing for now, just so I could just fucking mess with song next time. We're saving this. We're saving this for later, and that's all we're gonna do for 4 hours. Is just play nothing but the rhythm game. We're saving it for song. We can pretend we didn't see it, and then like, all right, hey, time to do Genshin stuff, time to play Genshin, and then we're just gonna play the rhythm game. And he'll never know better, unless he watches the VOD, which I don't think he does. But that's very entirely on my whole bet that maybe he could. Or actually, so we've heard Amber in Chinese. So let's see how she sounds in Korean. Because she's getting ready for an anecdote. Oh, there she is. Nope, that's a squirrel. Oh, she's right here. Okay, how does she sound in Korean? Hold on. Actually need these. Okay.
또 하나 처치했다. 이 많은 슬라임이 다 어디서 튀어나온 건지 원.
Great shooting, Amber.
에이, 고작 슬라임 한 마리인걸? 기사단 사람이라면 이 정도는 누구나 해.
Honestly, that sounds just like the English dub. Like it may have the afflictions of like the whole Korean language, but the afflictions in like vocal pattern is pretty much the same.
이유는 모르겠는데 요즘 야외에 슬라임이 점점 많아지고 있어. 게다가 행인까지 습격했지. 인근의 치안 유지를 위해 모험가 길드와 기사단은 인력을 차출해 밖을 순찰하고 마물을 처리하고 있어.
Like it hits that specific register and kind of sits there and then like fluctuates between up and down at specific
성안도
points.
지키고 밖에 나가 마물도 처리해야 하다 보니 다들 죽을 맛이야. 바람의 날개도 못 펼 정도로 지쳐 있지. 그래도 알베도가 해결책을 찾기 전까지는 누군가 나서서 야외의 마물을 물리쳐야 해.
Aren't you exhausted too?
나는 괜찮아. 밖에서 싸우는 데는 익숙하거든. 힘을 아끼는 법도 나에게 맞는 전투 방식도 잘 알고 있어. 난 이제 다른 곳으로 순찰 가야 해서 여기까지 얘기하자. 너도 어서 몬드성으로 돌아가. 또 보자.
Interesting. Because that sounds very much the same, like register as the English dub situation. Like it sounds in the same kind of like acting as the register as the voice goes. I don't know where that sentence was going. Okay, I actually do need these dandelion seeds. These are the only things that Jean needs to actually level up. Okay, any more anecdotes that can be available for now? Oh, Noelle's available again. Okay. Oh wait, it's official. Okay, well, we'll look at that here in a second. We need to listen to the Chinese version. Zhongli. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, we'll listen to the Chinese version of Zhongli, and then we'll listen to the, if we find him again. Is that? Okay. We'll listen to the Korean version if we happen to find him again. Okay, we got official, and then we have Zhongli. In Sangonomiya. Okay, let's listen to what official sounds like in Chinese. Unless I actually go to the Korean version and see how she sounds first. We're listening to the Chinese version and see how that sounds. Okay, she's somewhere around here. Oh, she's right here.
奥兹，我这眷属啊，你是说，他们即便掌握了断罪圣告之书，也还是无法充分领会来自幽夜净土的伟大预示吗？
是的，小姐，我的小姐，我的王，我崇高的主。那些协会的冒险家，您的护从，他们不仅直呼您的真名，还将断罪圣告之书随便地称为菲希尔词典。 好像这只是一本供孩童小规模、小范围认识生活的工具书，完全没有察觉其中隐藏的真谛。
A reference for children.
哦，多么可悲的凡人呐！这难道不是一种亵渎吗？这实……
奥兹华尔多，我之中有，我明白你的心情，但愿你不要被怒意遮蔽了那足以评断昼夜的赫弗纳范因斯家的冤色双眸。要知道。 我乃断罪之皇女菲谢尔，裁断此事一切罪责，透彻此间一切真知。在这只断罪之眼的注视下，他们那颤抖的迷途羔羊般的渴望拥抱救赎的原型早已显露。因此，在这群星闪耀的智慧藏馆，本皇女将以爱与崇高之名，向重罪人赐下容赦，原谅他们的粗鄙与不敬。 否则，他们的命运将永远无法与至高的幽夜净土同轨，而本皇女绝不会让那晦暗失色的世纪末降临。
Okay, there's no dynamic into the voice acting, and I don't know if it's just like afflictions or it's just like it's just not as fluent as you'd want it to be, because it feels like. A lot of dramatic movements is not emphasized by the how the voice acting is portrayed, and that's not. I don't think that's the fault of the language as it is on how they wanted to portray it. I don't know. It could be like entire different situations.
所有向本皇女宣誓效忠之人，记住，我将擢升尔等的生命湍流，让尔等化为至耀的星，高悬于永夜天幕之上。欢唱吧，称颂吧，在本皇女的。
Yeah, I feel like it should be more dramatic, more emphasized in certain areas, and I think that might be due to like the intonation of the language. Like usually, it's got to be very precise and can't be emphasized because very specific words and like long vowels and situations mean specific things, and so like it's got to be like as straightforward and as clean as possible as it can. Because if it tries to overdo it, it could actually mean a different word entirely. Hey, official.
怎么？不是，异世界的旅者呀！见到你真是令我愉悦，是来觐见的吧？不必拘谨，说出你的请求。你可是我的祝圣之人，幽夜皇女不会对你吝啬恩典。
是皇女殿下哎！就算我们只是路过，但既然连幽夜净土的主人都这么说了，那，请您恩赐我们一点摩拉吧。
All right, that's poppin'. That's actually really funny. We just show up the official as she's like giving her speech of her great dynasty and reign and her blessings that she's placed upon the mortals. And the first thing Paimon says, "Oh, great priestess of the princessin, please bestow us upon us some mora. Give us money, please. Just give us money."
摩拉，不迷途的友人哟，你怎能追寻那现实与罪恶的源泉？那正是本皇女意欲裁断之物。
这只是小姐的关怀，她担心摩拉的诱惑会让人忘记初心。 请容我补充，这绝不是给不起的借口。
You never know, Paimon's one true love might just be
对
Mora.
世界上的初心有那么多，有一种是摩拉也完全不奇怪吧？嘿嘿，我的眼睛，怎么了？菲希尔的眼睛发病了。
别担心，小姐没有发病，她只是在发力。
我看见了，派蒙，我的左眼看见了你的命运与真相。群星为你拱聚，迷梦漂浮于辉光降临之夜，穷尽奥秘的掌书无法穿透不可见的帷幔，编织你命运的是真理与智慧的金丝。你那高洁的、纯净的自我，正在一片没有摩拉的彼方守望。那正是你的本质，派蒙。
In other words, you get nothing.
真的吗？我是这样的人吗？我好棒！
不能再窥探了，否则即使是拥有断罪之眼的本皇女，也一定会迷失在你那无垠无瑕的幻夜。以断罪皇女之名，派蒙，你绝不能受到分毫摩拉的污浊，那将使你的世界坠入漆黑的幽邃与绝望啊
Plunge yourself back into the
绝
food.
不能受到分毫摩拉的污浊。
I think she's saying you can't even have a single Mora to your name.
正是小姐的意思，一摩拉也没有。
一摩拉也没有吗？失望。喂喂，
Just looking sad at her.
干嘛用那种可惜的表情看我？不会以为我真的在讨摩拉吧？大家都很久没见了，这是表示亲昵的玩笑啦。
That's right, it has been quite some time.
很高兴能看见菲希尔和奥兹。嘿嘿，你们在这里干什么呢？
到了商讨正事的环节吗？那便告诉你们吧。我们来此的目的是要对这本断罪圣告之书加以修订。
The Helig Etrak
断
Vertelong.
罪圣告之书
是一本流传于护从间的手册。他们意图使用这本手册诠释来自幽夜净土的伟大预示。虽说其中存在不少错误，但它向本皇女展示了凡人们追求更高智慧的欲望与野心，因此，本皇女容许它的存在。这本手册将指引他们通向超越一切的世界、宇宙的终点、命运破碎的安眠处、因果终结之地——幽夜净土。
哇，听起来好像是个很厉害的东西，但究竟是什么还是没听懂。
What is Oz gonna say? What is Oz gonna say?
是一本能将小姐的用语翻译成浅显易懂的词句的书，因此被冒险家们叫做菲希尔词典。
Ah, so it's official speak translation
请
manual.
容我补充，这是不敬的说法，它的正名为《断罪圣告之书》，有必要在修订语的第一条就加以注释。
哦，居然有这种书！
Could you show it to
当然
us?
但不是现在，因为其中还存在着相当多的谬误。贵为本皇女的祝圣之人，我不愿你们承受那交杂于真实与虚妄间的痛苦。那种痛苦，那种桎梏，全部让我来承担就好了。
小姐
Okay.
的意思是，她会把书修订好了再给你们看。
哇，菲希尔真是体贴呀！
When might we expect to see it
女
then?
人不必心焦，你我之间的纽带一如晨曦光晕般交织相连。不，所以那领会幽夜净土伟大预示的日子，一定会在某个命运承诺的时刻幻现。
小姐的意思是，快了，别催。
No Hootao theme? No, we're saving it until Song shows up. The next time Song shows up, that's all we're gonna do for 4 hours is play nothing but the rhythm game. Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
为什么感觉翻译之后变得冷漠了很多？是不是翻错了呀？
请容我更正，小姐的意思是，快了吗？别催了。
For 4 hours, that's all we're gonna be doing. No daily quests, no character quests, no side quests. All of it is just gonna be that rhythm game. We're gonna master it for 4 hours. And then we're gonna switch game, and that's all I get. I don't know if you'll enjoy it or just find it funny, but it'll be funny all the same. I will enjoy myself. Because I don't want to get too deep into it yet. Because I feel like Legendary is probably pretty fun with the later songs that I want to kind of give it a shot. But I think it's we'll give it we'll give it more time later. Okay, we have one more anecdotal. Well, we have two more. We got Zhongli in Sangonomiya. Sangonomiya. If you want more songs, you got to continue with the main story. Nope. Actually, no, we don't tempt it. We don't tempt it. I want to look at what the story has to say when it, because I did see the what are the score points. So I think I want to save that until later. For whatever reason, I can never call it Kokomi. I just call it Sangonomiya. Because that's all I know her as. In her little hideaway. It's actually surprising that she comes here. Well, it's not surprising that she comes here. It's more that they put her here. Here she is asleep again. Sangonomiya. Kokomi appears to have fallen asleep. Piles of documents lie on the table. Going through them must have been expended a great deal of energy. This is the right moment to offer her. Best not to wake her up. You wait for a while more. You consciously unglance at a notebook that has fallen open on the table. Elegant writing catches your eyes. Energy -3. Oh. Perhaps we should find a moment when she's free to swing by and have a chat. What is her energy level? It's like 10, right? Her energy level is like 10 at maximum. And it fluctuates there. I forget the number. There's a specific number tied to her energy levels, and I forget what it was. Farina's English VA? I do not. I think I researched the voice actors. We got the boy. Okay, how does he sound in Chinese? Okay, actually, let's listen to Zhongli first. Whether or not his voice actually matches the situation. We did the Japanese voice actor for Kazuha, so I think we can listen to the Chinese version and see how that turns out. But we got to see what Zhongli sounds in Chinese. She's Miss Technical Issues VTuber? No. She cannot be Amelie. So it's so funny. Okay, anyway. Zhongli, what do you sound like in Chinese? I am still using the Chinese version, right? Yes. Okay, good.
不知道这茶叶味道如何？你来的正好，坐。
Chiago. No, you mean Shiego.
我托人从枫丹买来了几包好茶叶，价钱可是不菲。
I think the thing with the Chinese voice acting is it can't be dynamic and it can't the accents can't be too too different from each other. I don't know that it's just like professionalism, or in some situations just how the language needs to be spoken. So yeah, you want to pull for Farino? Maybe I should save my gems. Anyway, what I'm saying is like with the Chinese voice acting, a lot of the words have to be very specific because a lot of words mean the same kind of situation in this like a lot of the words like the word shoe, and depending on how you use that word in the same language can be mean like 7 different things if you're not using it in the right context, or how long you hold the note, or how you made that affliction sound, or how long you hold the H, how long you hold the Hess, how long you hold the U, or the whole world entirely if you just use it as one syllable. It's like very specific language, and depending on how you use the word is locked into a very specific situation, and so to be dynamic with it is very hard, and to get like intonations and like different like afflictions with it is also very hard as well, because you can't get the message across if it's too muddled up with different words. And I think that's why like a lot of the voice acting is kind of similar in the same way, but is very straightforward, I guess you could say.
早听说枫丹的土壤水质都与璃月大不相同，不知道这枫丹种出来的茶叶究竟是什么味道。
Why don't you also get some water from there?
你说的也有道理，但古人亦云：“活水取之则淤。”如果去枫丹取水回来，只怕一路颠簸劳顿，让枫丹的好水失去了风味，泡出来的茶叶滋味反倒是落了下乘。
Is there really that much to getting
那是自
water?
然想要泡一杯好茶，也要讲究君臣佐使，车足兵将。
I mean, if you really want to make a good cup of tea, yeah.
买到了好茶叶，只能算是寻到了一位贤君名将。
Yes, if you're very specific about what type of tea
如
you
果水
want.
不好，茶具不好，乃至天公不作美，天气也不好，那就算这位贤君名将的能力再超凡出众，用着一群庸臣懒兵，只怕也打不赢仗了。
Very fair
所以
statement.
与其舍近求远，不如就用璃月的泉水款待这包茶叶吧。这一杯茶里，两方交汇，说不定别有滋味。哦，时候差不多了，请。
Like, if I get lucky with Farino, like, it's like the thing with Nahida. It's like... Oh, not what I wanted to do. It's like the thing with Nahida. It's like, at first, I didn't want Nahida, but after I played the story mission, I was like, now I want Nahida. So, it could turn into a situation like that. Like, at first, I didn't want her. But then, now... Now I want those pulls. I still hate that I missed out on freaking Hu Tao. Hey. You will want Farina? We'll see. Okay, actually, Let's visit Kazuha. Revisit the boy. Fontaine's story is very good. Well, there wouldn't be a meme about it if it wasn't very good. I feel like a lot of people have made a like a real like connection with like it became like a very good thing for memes to be conjoined with media when you understood that if there was really good memes about a certain situation, a certain area, a certain storyline or anything, there would be memes about it. Like, think about Breaking Bad and how many memes that fucking series has. So for Fontaine to have the Auditrice Mécanique down to Lise Cardinal, you know it's good. You know the story's good. Is he just chilling over here? Where's he at? Kazuha. No, he's even further down. No, he's right here. Wait, what? Kazuha, where you at? I went too far now. It doesn't say he's high. It doesn't say he's lower. Am I just... Is there a rendering situation that's weird? Am I blind? I don't see him anywhere. Try passing time. Okay, we're waiting till the sunset time. It was a little bit more than an hour, so
耶！
Okay, maybe he's at a specific time. Oh, there he is.
天气清
Kazuha.
爽的夜晚，正适合磨练武艺。说来有趣，当我回想剑道中的一招一式，旅途的回忆也会一起涌入脑海。因此，无论我身处何地，握紧刀时，都仿佛与你们站在一起。
Shall we spar then?
再好不过，看来我放在袋中的竹刀总算能派上用场了。旅行的时候，我也听到了许多有关你的传说。比起我们在稻期的那段时光，现在的你肯定也变得更强了，对吧？正巧，我也在不断修行。让我们用手中的刀来诉说这段经历吧。
Ah, so we sparred one together. Nice. Okay, we got Yao Yao, who I've never met. We can listen to Amber. Wait, we already listened to Amber in Korean. I don't think we've listened to Amber in Japanese, have we? Korean sounds just like her English voice actor. At least that's my thoughts about it. So maybe they voiced the English voice actor after the Korean version. Maybe. Because this sounds very similar to how Amber talks in English. Just in a different language entirely. I don't know this character. I've never met this character, and so now we're gonna listen to them in Chinese.
师傅，请看这一式。
Wait, she's got the Dragon Spire spear.
不错，不错。
紧接着要接这一招，保持重心，握紧长枪，身前不能露出破绽。哎呀，旅行者哥哥，别来无恙。
好久不见。
Hello, Granny. Mind if I take a sneaky peek at your teachings?
不耽误，不耽误。正好也想请你看看我的进步。嘿，
这孩子，继续吧。一经落枣花，古柳送长沙。落枣三世，皆送古柳。
落枣是前戳，在上撩。哎，
继续。樱桃武士演完，再续上小圆花枪第6式。
小圆花枪是？师傅，这枪法怎么接得上呀？
枪在你手上，你的手能接，枪法就能接。动。
要先画圆，再转回来，挑高。
不错不错，枪法已有形状，只是在换枪法时手腕僵硬，有些生涩，要多练。
是师傅，我这就再重复一次。
这孩子，好了，今日暂且就练到这里吧。
我还想比平时再多练一些呢。
Phew, my hands feel sore just watching.
师傅说过，业精于勤而荒于嬉。
Did you enjoy Hat Guy story? Which one? The Simalanka story or the one with the sumeru?
我后2天想和师傅告假，但也不想为此落下每天的日课，正打算加倍努力补在今天。
你这孩子，就算是补衣服，也没有提前打补丁的说法。
That's a true statement, Sumeru. Honestly, I really did like it. After I know like when I walked into Inazuma, knowing him. Well, when I walked into Sumeru, I knew him as Hat Guy. But after playing Sumeru, he became the Belladeer after that. Like each time I mention him, I don't call him Hat Guy. I call him Belladeer because that's what I know him as now. I'm sure at some point he becomes Hat Guy, but for me, he's the Belladeer still. It was very good. He had a very good like the whole situation with in the after story. Well, I think we're still waiting for a little bit more of it though. Like he's still kind of the Belladeer, but the after story was also very good as well. But we're still waiting. We're still waiting for more to be revealed. We haven't gone to Fontaine. We haven't gone that far yet. But we're still waiting for the rest of the pieces to fall into place. So for me, he's still the Belladeer until we find out more. It was a very good story. I really liked him. But there's still pieces we're missing before he becomes Hat Guy. But man, he's still the Belladeer. Until we get to Fontaine and find out what that situation's all about. And then after that, it's not Natland, and then after that, it's I think it's in we go to the new area in the Natland area, which is like the big mountain. Well, it's probably gonna be the we're gonna have to come back into Leeway in order to take on the mountain in with Xiaoyun, I believe. But I don't know. We'll see.
过来吧，
I actually need to take a piss here in a
辫
couple
子有些
seconds.
散了，姥姥帮你重新扎扎。
谢谢师傅。
爱学自是好事，业精于勤而荒于嬉，这句话也没错。但就像扎头发的发绳，须是松紧有度，方才合适。
Well, he got his new vision from attaining the Nahida's vision, right? Because they got the I forget the Genosis from Nahida, and they gave it to the Belladeer, in which he was supposed to become the new god. However, after that whole situation, after we defeated him in his whole arena, what happened after that? And I think after that. Huh? What? I was busy commenting. What the heck? Oh, we got the reset. Uh-oh. Oh, the antidote went away. Okay, I need to take a piss. I'll be right back. Did you complete his side story? No, I don't think that was available. It was just the Nahida situation that was happening, and then the what is it? Signari situation, and then the robot crab. Hold on, what is this? Okay, hold on. I gotta watch that one later. You started it? Did I? Maybe it. see, this is what happens when I got when Marvel Rivals got involved. I've forgotten a lot of the lore, but it was near the end of the stream. Oh, actually, there's something I need to check. I need to check on the other boy. Check your quests. What is it going to be called? I don't know what part of it is. It's probably going to be part of the sumeru situation, right? I was thinking about Ben yesterday, and I was like, I forgot the other boy's name. Where's the other boy? Is he still here? No, he's missing. Signari, what have you done with the boy? Oh, here he is. Oh, thank God. Carcata. Oh, he's in a very happy mood. Okay. He's a very agreeable mood. Ah. Yeah, I was thinking about Ben the other day, and I was like, wait, what about Robot Crab Boy? And he's right here. And he's in a very happy mood. Good. He says Kulu Kulu, which is very happy. Well, it's not very happy, but it means just happy. Golden Yania quest list. Okay. Oh, we got achievements now. Okay. Sumeru. Inazuma. Well, then it has to be the other ones. Active quest list. This is Nahida. This one is the ability to go Fontaine and then Netland. The Aranara. Climb to the Sacred Mountain. Arapas in the Foots of the Chosen Dragons. Yumikasaurus. Yeah, this one I know. That's in Natland. Okay, the first one? The Nightbird calls to the curtains call. Oh, this was the one I was supposed. I never started it because I made it to the room, but I never started the actual quest. I went to the room and I was about to talk to Nahida, but I was like, nah, that seems like an entirely new situation, and I stopped the stream. So I was supposed to start it, so I haven't done it yet. The one thing I needed to do, I made it to the Sanctuary of Sarasthana, and I stopped there. right before I was supposed to talk to Nahida, because when I logged back in, I was right in front of Nahida, and that's when I did all the event quests for Mizuki. Well, English time? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know we're not supposed to switch it to the other languages until we get to Fontaine. So yeah, we'll do that one. Not now. Because I forgot what I was doing now. Oh, I was doing the anecdotes. And then I got the login, and now we're doing other things besides the anecdotes now. Because it reset it while I was in mid-conversation with somebody. It's the story of how he became Hat Guy. That's a good temptation. I'll probably play that next time. No, next time it's gonna be. Okay, we got Rosaria and Amber. Okay, nobody in Sumeru City. All right. We'll just continue with what with what we're doing right now. The bullying of someone, right? Yeah, that's what the next stream is. And he'll have no idea. He'll have no idea what's gonna happen next stream. He'll be so excited, and then entirely disappointed. It's gonna be hilarious. 4 hours of nothing but the rhythm game. Unless he watches the VOD, then that's also very funny, because then he just gets to go through it again. Yeah, I've updated all my drivers, so hopefully everything is fine with my PC tomorrow. I'm hoping it's going to be fine, but I can't guarantee it. Search for Kaj Nisut. Phew, we're finally here. But is the alcohol still clouding my mind, or has the sand distorted my vision? Is this really the place we're looking for? I can see Kaj Nisut, but it feels like I also don't. Actually, I've been meaning to ask. You clearly can't hold the alcohol, so why are you so fond of drinking? Okay, Ben's being mean. I'd hope it'd prove my fountain of wisdom. Would prove my fountain of wisdom, but it makes my world spin instead. You're right. I really should slow down a little. But it'll be fine. Nachiko gave me some invigorating drinks before we left, so I'm as clear-headed as can be. Feels like we're missing a little something here. Just a little. Might be an understatement. Kaj Nisut is where it should be, but it seems to be refusing to show itself to us. And what's that supposed to mean? Shh, look over there. It's the Eremites. They got here before us. Huh? What should we do? Avoid them? No, let's go have a little chat with them. But we didn't get along last time, and we even fought each other. Can we even talk to them now? Terzad, do you think we're going over there to invite them for tea? We're going to communicate in our own way, of course. If all else fails, we'll talk with our fists. It is what my father and I are best at. Ooh, wait, hold on. Dos? Dos? Dos dendrocolos? Dos dendrocolos. I like how some of these surfaces allow you to cheat. It's not precise, but it's also not like, oh, we're going to cheat you out of this situation. Okay, this is one Dendroculus. Is there another? Alright, let's talk to this group now. What the heck was that pic you sent me? Who are you? Ha! The researcher and the trader. Good. Give us the stuff Samal mentioned. Give you what? We don't owe you anything. Ha! Acting dumb. Won't save you. Take this. Well, looks like negotiations have broken down.
无所之客又有工作了。
蔓延，嘿，清垒破土。
赤，令令，赤，嘿，哈，嘿，好，真同系气，
一局胜负。嘿，呀，锅巴喷火，哈，哈，哈，哈，
后会有
难得的猎物
期。之徒，众人失势。
令令，骤进，
呀，嘿，嘿，以剑为师。嘿，嘿，哈，这。
令令，骤进，赤，
别自逃！
热乎热乎嘛。
Ow! How strange. It feels like it didn't go all out. What do they mean when they mention Samal's orders? Is it about Ben Ben? Ben Ben did not get taken away before. Is it possible, besides Tirzad, we must protect Ben Ben well too? He probably stayed for a while. Let's look around. There might be some clues. They of course need Ben Ben. Ben Ben is the key that they were talking about before. That is a donut. Oh wait. Wrong donut. The witch has given us the location of the trader. There's more than one key, so you don't have to obtain it by force. In case someone asks you, you find a way to leave immediately. Don't ever mention a quarrel with that woman. This works out, we'll be able to deal with her later. Wait, What woman? Wait, what if Jet is a traitor? Okay. Oh, not that. Nope, not that. There we go. Okay, that's definitely a picture I need to look at later. This seems pretty funny. Okay, short letter. Where's Jabrail? Huh? Oh, here he is. Jabrail. Jabrail, we found this, though we're not sure if it's a useful clue. When I was still with the Thutmose, we used to leave messages for each other in code just like this. So you can read it, Jabrail.
Small should be aware that he can.
Then is all of this just a trap that Samael set for us? I knew your past would come back to bite us. Come on, Ben. Why don't we just return to Sumeru City now? It's quite regrettable that my paper won't have its full final 2 chapters, but it can always return again if I'm still alive. I really don't think he's interested. Next time, I should get help from that has a clean background. We can use this against them. What do you mean? We're the latecomers here. They've been here for quite some time. They've made some discoveries, of course. They just lack something crucial, so they can't advance. And we just happen to have what they need. That's right. Instead of taking them from us, they better have a way to get to what they want. Also, they'd like to sit back and claim the fruits of our work. Yes, they'd prefer if we just solved everything for them. Oh, I get it. They're the people in joint research projects that contribute nothing but take all the credit when it's time to present your findings. They won't be able to get what they want if we get stuck here too. So, we can use this against them. We can't avoid a fight once everything has been uncovered, but Jet? Neither of you will run from a fight, right? Of course, I decided to punch a guy in the face when we meet again.
I will never cower.
Right then, forward it is. Sorry to interrupt, but there must be a safer method, right? Just think about it. The ruins have been here for years, so just a few months or even a few years won't change anything. We can come back later. Using their plan against them is a bad idea. All 4 of you do seem so full of confidence. That's because you're skilled fighters. But there are just too many of them. Paimon can fly away and hide if things go south, but what about me? For safety's sake, we should return to Sumeru City, drop a plan. No, even Aru village will be fine. Those Thutmose folks may believe in King Deshret, but that doesn't mean they won't touch the ruins. If he can't do it through ordinary means, Samal will use other means. If they solve King Deshret's puzzle before us, these ruins probably won't be the same when you return to Rizad. What? But they're all relics! They may be precious relics to you researchers from the academia, but they clearly aren't to the Thumus. It's all just a process, a phase. They only care about their final objective. Results are what matters to them. Trizod, do you still not get it? We have no other choice now. It saddens me to think that I won't get to celebrate my success because I have to face the fangs of that venomous snake who will leap out of the shadows. He may be in the shadows, but we're prepared for him. I won't let him touch you. According to this coded letter, Allah Mahar's throne only shows itself to the worthy who have passed the 3 trials. The 3 trials? Maybe that refers to the building around us. You know, there are so many huge statues here. Paimon's worried that they might just come to life. Maybe the trial is to defeat them. I can only hope that you're wrong. Okay, so do we just climb? Oh no, it's over here. Okay, what is the first trial? Okay, it's not here. Unless it's up above. Okay, wait, where is that platform that was showing before? But Hat Guy? Hat Guy will wait until later. Okay, maybe this trial is... Yes, it is very important that I play the Hat Guy trial, but it's not going to happen right now. Okay, maybe I'm supposed to do that one later. You smell? Probably. Okay, let's pass the first trial. Okay, we got Mushroom Boys. Huh? Oh.
搞砸了呢。
Unfortunately, that was a lot steeper than I was expecting it to be. Okay, well. Okay, second floor, second floor. Third floor, third floor. Fourth floor. And ground floor.
散。
骤进，律令，骤进。
Oh, okay, it's just on the floor. Okay. I thought there was a Dendroculus on this man's shoulder. No, it's just sitting on the floor. Okay. Well, let's activate this puzzle. Alright, first trial complete. Now you gotta figure out how to get it back upstairs. Getting down was the easy part. Getting back up is the more difficult area. Mr. Anubis, man, can you help me? Of course you could. Oh, wait, there it is. How did I not see that? Oh, my phone's about to die. Alright, real quick, I'm gonna switch over controller. Give me a second. Wait, what? Hold on. This controller has been charging forever. How does it have no battery charge? I've made sure this bitch has been charging. Okay, now it's charging. What the fuck? Okay, well... I don't know what to do about that. Okay. Switch over to this for now. Okay. Neither of the controllers that I've been charging for the past couple weeks have charged at all. So, take this off real quick. Make sure I log out first, and then let's watch a lot of the videos I got sent. We're just gonna be react for the next hour, and then we'll see what happens after that. Yeah, maybe if we'll watch a couple YouTube videos that I've been meaning to watch for a little while. Can you drop your Discord or Insta in chat so I could send you my work? Hold on. What was the other message? PFP, banner overlays, emotes, and VTube. I actually don't have the money to be able to afford that right now, and I wish I could. I would definitely probably like support an artist, but honestly, I don't have the money right now. So I'm sorry to say that I'm probably not gonna drop my info yet. Oh, I'll drop my info on the channel. Actually, maybe I should make a server for that where I just like drop in my information to make sure I can watch like a, yeah, just general shit. Maybe I should make something in my bio. Just make a server for that stuff when they want to drop stuff like that. Okay, anyway, I got sent a lot of stuff that I apparently need to watch. Let's see. So I'm gonna watch a lot of the videos that I got sent recently. Let me grab my headphones. Okay, these headphones are very integrated. Okay, let's see. Ooh, okay. Hold on. Pretty sure this one's signed in. Okay, I got set in a couple of videos that I apparently need to watch that was sent in earlier today. So let's react to that stuff situation real quick. Where is it up? Where is it at? Nope, that's not it. Let's see. Here we go. All right, I'm about to play a video. Hold on, what is this one? Okay, this is called When You Realize Only Ian Venti does this, which is the English voice actor for Venti.
これらを樽に封印し、焦らず待つのだ。風が吹き、波が立つまで。ビッシュのボトルをまずローで封じ、南風は心地よく、北風はたける。 우린 이 재료들을 통에 담고 바람이 일 때까지 하염없이 기다리고 기다리네. 술병의 입구를 단단히 봉인하니 남풍은 따사롭고 북풍은 매섭구나.
我们把这些东西封进桶，等啊，等啊，等着风起涌。把佳酿的瓶口先拉上，南风和煦，北风猛。
Fill up the barrels and store them away. Then wait for a windier day. Wax the bottles, seal them tight. For the south wind that soothes, for the north wind that bites. How does this fine wine taste to the tongue? As Mondstadt to the ear, like a sweet dream of freedom. And what are the fruits that went into the brew? An explorer's courage, a love tender and true.
Oh, like that.
Oh. Okay, he actually continued with more verses. Holy shit. Yeah, actually, I need to see this in context. Yeah, he continued with more verses. What the heck? A drinking event? Maybe so. Yeah, I need to edit this scene real quick. Huh. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure this fits. Hold on. This is bothering me right now. I thought I had this entirely like locked in. To like to be like in theater mode, but it looks like it's not quite what I meant it to be. Okay. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Did you really though? I thought I had it. You know, I thought I really did have it. Because I really wanted it to be just the video situation rather than the full like the full situation. So I am working on it now. Okay, that works a lot better. Okay, edit transform. Okay, here we go. Okay, and we move that down. There we go. Now we got a full context situation. All right. Okay, let's see how it looks now. So, this is the previous video that was about to play, and let's watch the next video that was about to play.
Not long ago, before Lantern Rite, I met an old friend. Thanks to his help, things have been a lot more stable than before.
Give everything you don't eat to Paimon.
Wait, what?
Wait, who is this one?
What the?
Seeds of
Is that
story
Venti?
brought by the wind.
Wait, who?
Is they blowing on ramen?
Did Paima just unconsciously complete that saying?
Who was that?
If I'm not mistaken, there's someone knocking at the door. Don't just sit there, Zhongli. Go welcome our guest in. No such need. I'm coming in.
That's Venti. That has to be Venti, right?
Hello. No matter if we've met before or not, this moment marks a brand new encounter. Old friends and new. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rise, Venti.
Oh, is this last?
The tone deaf book.
Is this last year's? Is this? Wait. What's showing on the? What's? Oh, it's. Oh, okay, I didn't cut it out enough. Okay, hold on. I got this. This is the last lantern, right? Okay, well, I guess we'll look at that later. Holy shit. Come down. Come up. Less left. I'm fixing it right now. I'm fixing just the theater version of this version. More right. Less left. There we go. See, now the video's in the middle.
Venti, you're being too humble. Considering your poetic talent, your fundamentals are way more impressive.
Could this new guest be Master Xingqiu's friend?
Bro, there's
He's
no
staring
way
at
they
him
don't
with,
know
like-
each other, right? They have to be pretending, right? Oh, shit. Xiaolei was like, could this is a new guest be Master Xingqiu's friend? I don't know who he is.
Yeah, Xiao, you remember me too, right? We had a chat not long ago.
Yes, yes.
Pretending to not knowing Vent is the best.
You've already forgotten? I'm a bard, remember?
Yeah, a
Bards go around
bard.
singing wherever they like.
It was a moving melody, and it made me feel relaxed and at ease. I couldn't help but stay and listen.
I understand now too.
Fucking Xiaolei, bro.
I'm
Xiaolei.
working at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. It's a pleasure to meet you, new friend.
New friend!
And I'm his boss.
I can't.
And if there's anything unsatisfactory, let me know.
Oh my
That's
god,
very
sorry
considerate
guys.
of you.
Okay. See, this would be very funny if I knew the context. I feel like it would be. But this guy laughing in the background is ticking me off because I don't know what's going on. Like, I get the context in general, but at the same time, him like cracking up about this shit is kind of ticking me off because I don't know what's going on. Because it's like he's covering up all of the situation. Also, sorry about the commentary. It's not the commentary that's like bothering me. It's because I missed this and it's like drowning out all the everything else that's being said. It's not the commentary's fault. It's my fault for not being involved in this whole situation. I think I get a lot more enjoyment if I knew what was going on. And like him laughing and like saying a lot of stuff, it's not his fault. It's my fault for not being a part of this. I miss the events. I miss these little situations, and I think that's my fault. Also, I need to take another piss. I'll be right back. I have had these same reactions about this the same event. The biggest problem is I wasn't a part of these events this time. And I think that's what I'm missing out on. Is the same like reaction that this guy is going through. And honestly, I can't blame this on the reaction. It's just it's like I would have the same reaction, I think, if I like got the context of the whole situation, if I was experiencing it at the same time. But yeah, I don't think it's the fault of the commentator. It's just the fact that I didn't witness this at the same time.
They actually say that. I'm Xiaolei. Nice to meet you, new friend.
Only a boss as
Yeah, new
reliable as
friend.
you would be able to hire such an impressive consultant.
Oh, you're too nice,
Oh
Venti.
my
Not to
god.
brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends across the stars and the land, and there's nothing throughout history that he doesn't know. From the sophisticated way
Is
he
that
speaks,
fossil?
it's hard.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. It's like, it's like if I experienced this like plain out dry, which is the event, I probably would have had the same exact like reaction. But like this has more knowledge than I have to put input with it, and it's kind of throwing me off a little bit because it's like, oh, I'm supposed to know this. I know I need to react to this because I need to know this. But knowing that like it's not happening at the same time it actually throws me off because I have no context of what's going on, and that I think that's entirely based on my fault. Oh, okay. He sent me the other one. Okay, hold on. Just to plain context. Yeah, with the limited base amount of information that I have with the context, I definitely should be put into like a situation where it should be, well, kind of just like, yeah. I would like the no commentary version because I think I can put like this situation better together. Because the commentary kind of like shuts out a lot of like little comments and stuff like that. And it's not the fault of the commentator. It's more like I miss the context of things because it's a lot louder than the other things. And yeah, there's subtlety in the voice lines that happen, and I kind of appreciate that. Anyway,
So during that whole trash taste thing with Hassan the other week, that whole controversy, a lot of people were saying that they can't believe Hassan hasn't been banned yet over things that he has said on his own stream, and pointing out to how Hassan hasn't been banned as another example of how biased Twitch can be for certain people. And to be fair, this sentiment is one that people have had for quite a long time regarding Hassan and Twitch. Crazy thing happened though today.
He's playing
just 3
Psylocke
hours
on the
ago,
new map.
Twitch actually did ban Hassan. Of course, this does just seem to be a temporary ban. People speculating that it'll probably be for like a week.
Of course,
or
it's
so.
temporary.
The general consensus seems to be that the ban has occurred over
A week
comments
at
he
the
made about
most.
Senator Rick Scott. For example, we can see in this exchange a user saying, very likely over his remark about Rick Scott, lean into incitement of violence. Someone asks, what was the remark? And then we can see the full quote right here in the highlighted area on the bottom tweet. Hassan issuing...
If they transcribed the entirety of that whole clip with like take the full like Hassan clip and transcribe it word for word with the full context within like the what I think it was like 6 minutes, he should be banned either at least a month or for like a week to a month at the most for how much how integral that conversation went. Anyway, let's continue with Hero Hey. Sam. Hey. Sorry, Sam. Shelby Sam. Sammy Sam. Sammy Sam. Okay.
This statement, which in part reads, big shout out to the right-wing free speech lovers who took time out of their day screaming about DEI and immigrants to cry about this. We can see some people defending Hassan, for example, this comment that reads, that whole thing is so lame at this point. Love how instead of banning real problematic people, they focus their efforts on people like you. However, other comments mock Hassan, for example, this one that reads, Twitch banned you, LMAO. Twitch owners are not right-wing free speech lovers.
Yeah, they're radical left supporters that refuse to refuse to ban Hassan.
On top
Anyway,
of that,
let's continue.
we've actually got an update on the whole Trash Taste thing too. Connor from Trash Taste issuing a quite long-winded statement about the whole thing, including that they're probably never going to have Hassan back on their show, and the comments are filled with duality. For example, this is the top comment, and you'll see the first two responses already have some disagreements, and then I'll play a portion of the clip as mentioned. So we've got this comment that says, sorry Connor, but this ain't it. You guys all playing like you didn't know what Hassan was after already having him on your podcast once is kind of a big yikes. I hope this is a lesson for y'all to maybe stop pretending politics is easily ignored when it is literally the driving force behind every aspect of everyone's lives, dictating everything in it. It's the entire reason you are allowed to move away from your home countries and live in another country. Someone somewhere at some point in time fought for that right you have now. And then we can see, as mentioned, duality in the immediate responses. For example, this one saying very true. But the next one reading, it wasn't even over politics. It was also about platforming someone who says horrible stuff that normal people are just appalled.
What the The Lux Valkyrie is what the Okay, a year ago when Hassan Anabi was on the Trash Taste podcast, at that time, I honestly really liked Hassan at that time. A year ago when Hassan was on Trash Taste, I honestly liked a lot of the bad takes and random takes on anime culture at the time that Hassan made were very fair points. Like he made good points, and like I agreed with a lot of them, and I honestly really liked Hassan a year ago. But after this whole year has gone through, this whole okay, you need to get out, you need to get down, damn. But after this whole year situation that's been going down, and this whole activist situation, this left wing propaganda that's been happening this whole year, it's been the radicalization has gone so far beyond after these after this past year that I've realized like, oh my god, I've just been brainwashed into liking this person for like this past year, and then to be woken up by that, it's like, oh god. But it's also very fair to say that like the hate brigade that has come from like Reddit and every other situation that has been against Hassan these years to be put on Trash Taste is also very bad. And it's honestly bad faith. But this whole comment that Lux Valkyrie has been putting forward is bad faith by itself. Because this is like mixing the whole situation from this year and last year together and trying to make sure that like it makes sense to try and put them together, that they should have not ignored, but at the same time they didn't. Last year nobody had any idea that this was happening. Like last year there was a lot of positive opinions about Hassan and his takes that happened in Trash Taste last year, but it wasn't until this, I think it would be like 6 months of recent coverage between like a lot of YouTubers and Twitch clippers and stuff like that have really dug their nails into a lot of commentary that has been happening that have been entirely negative. And so I think this Lux Valkyrie has been trying to like is like in that in between where it's like they're trying to mix it and make it like seem like the whole year has been like Hassan doing this entire bullshit. But I mean, it has kind of been on the same like timeline, but like recently it's been entirely exposed. And so to like make it seem like it's like, oh, this has been obvious since day one is entirely like bad faith. It's only recently that a lot of the situation has been truly brought to light and been exposed without any censorship or any negligence and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm not going to continue talking.
Bye.
Let's continue.
So I think, first of all, I think from our podcast perspective and from our perspective, if it is fair to say that if we don't engage in politics publicly, because it's just a mess. None of us live in the US. None of us are in any of these kind of intense political situations. I think it is also fair to say that, yeah, why would we bring someone political on? Which I think is a very fair and extremely a very fair criticism of us to do, which I agree with. Second of all, the thing that was also very frustrating is that no matter what people were saying, there was a lot of brigading on a lot of sides, and I think that two things can be true at once. there were Trash Taste fans who were unhappy, and there also was brigading happening, which is also very frustrating to deal with, because then it's like, okay, now we can't actually listen to any criticism on the episode because both sides are jumping in, right? And I even told Hassan, I was like, hey man, can you not? Like, it's bad enough that one side is doing this. Please don't bring up the episode and be like, hey, send people.
He makes a fair point. Hassan did also brigade. Like, as soon as he saw the hate and like the negative comments that were being posted, he was like, I believe I don't remember I don't know if it was Hirohei or somebody else, but it was a very immediate response to it might be Rev says Desu that brought in like a screenshot of Hassan's immediate response to the negativity about Trash Taste, like where it was like 14,000 positive likes and 15,000 negative dislikes. Like, it was like a 50-50 detriment. And he was bringing up the situation where Hassan immediately after that sent in the Hassan Brigade to send in positive comments and stuff like that. And I think once Reddit got a hold of the Trash Taste, once Reddit Trash Taste got exposed for this, I wouldn't say Hassan support, but Hassan affiliation, Reddit went entirely wild on hate brigading on the Trash Taste episode. Even I was negative against it. I talked about it like once I watched the Switzerland episode that was released last week. Immediately watched it like an hour later, but I hesitated watching the Hassan video for 3 days, and then I watched it, and I didn't enjoy the Trash Taste episode. I really did not enjoy it because I was looking for, I think, annotations and like really underlying like messages that could have been said, but there were like a very funny parts about it too. I did like the Blue Lock situation about being a boys love comic. That shit was so funny. Blue Lock and sports anime being a boys love romance anime was a very fair point that was brought on Trash Taste program last during the very controversial Asan second appearance of the Trash Taste podcast. It was very funny. I thought it was very funny. It was probably the most funny part of that episode. But yeah, there was a lot of hate brigading, and there was a lot of, well, after the hate brigading and the hate dislikes and stuff like that, Hassan had to send his audience to try to like upset the negativity of that whole Trash Taste situation, and it just like, honestly, yeah, it was not a very good situation. And he did say that you could not differentiate the real Trash Taste podcast people who really enjoy the podcast. And he makes a fair point. Anyway, let's continue.
Be above this, Don't do this.
He is, of course, referring to how Hassan had brigaded, like rather asked his community to like brigade the comment section or something. You know what? I'll just play that clip again. It'll make things easier.
Too bad. I get irritated from just seeing his face. The guy has said so many profoundly idiotic things that I honestly cannot listen to a word from him. The brigade is on, folks.
And here it goes.
Get in and actively counter the brigade.
This was also, of course, comedic because it was like Hassan couldn't fathom that there are people who genuinely don't like him, who are Trash Taste viewers. It's like, oh no, if any Trash Taste viewers dislike Hassan, this has to be disingenuous. It's got to be some kind of brigader, because
actively
hold on,
counter
them that there are people who genuinely don't like him, who are Trash Taste viewers.
This is a Star-Lord caught in a corner. double headshot,
I don't know if any Trash Taste
dash.
viewers dislike us
Oh, triple headshot dash.
on this has to be
Triple headshot.
disingenuous. It's got to be some kind of brigade or something. And there were also people in his chat saying
Sorry.
that like all the hate was just bots and stuff like that.
If people who have very extreme beliefs want to go crazy, I can't stop them.
Well, I'm commentating. Hero Hey put the gameplay forward. Actually, it wasn't triple headshot. It was a double headshot, R2 ability, recall, and then dash away situation. What? It's Marvel Rivals. I'm paying attention to Psylocke gameplay.
They can do whatever they want. But you hope that at least, another side wouldn't do that as well. So I told him, I was like, hey, please don't do that. And he was like, yeah, man, okay, my bad. But I think as well, I told Hassan as well, I was like, hey, look, the show is not political. We don't want to deal with politics. We're most likely not going to have you on again.
So yeah, those are the brief updates, and I'll link Connor's full video in the description. Once again, it's like 17 minutes long, so consider checking out his full take if you'd like. As the portion
well,
I
usually
played
Hero Hey
doesn't
has a
reflect
lot of like
everything he
gameplay
said,
playing in the
and
background most
let me know
of the
what you think
time.
about this stuff in the
But
comments.
it's only
if you
been
enjoyed the coverage, please consider liking and or subscribing. Have a great week ahead, and I'll see you in the next one.
I think only recently in the past, I think like a week and a half videos that he's been making has been Marvel Rivals. But yeah, he has a lot of gameplay that's always plays in the background. It doesn't matter what game he's playing at the time, but usually a lot of gameplay is usually playing in the background of Hero Hey as he's making commentary rather than putting out like clips in like information, which is like something I appreciate some of the time because like if he's making commentary, he's making points and stuff like that, it's usually his personal opinion and stuff like that. But when it comes to information that's being put out, he usually plays the clip that's involved, then cuts it out, goes back to his opinion, cuts it out, goes back to the gameplay, cuts it out, goes back to the opinions, goes back to the facts, cuts it out, goes back to his opinion. But it has been Marvel Rivals has been very frequent these past Hero Hey videos. Isn't that suspicious? Anyway, next tab.
Uh-oh! Somebody got removed from Twitch. Somebody got in some trouble. Even though it'd only be like a day. If even that. Because the guy who runs Twitch loves this man so much. Threw him a birthday party. So I'm actually even kind of surprised that this happened, but it did. So Hassan Piker got banned from Twitch. Now, like I said, this is probably maybe 1 to 3 days, and he'll be right back.
Yeah.
And I don't think this would have even happened if it hadn't have been for a lot of people talking about
Trash
it.
Taste.
Because what he did.
If it wasn't for Trash Taste, I don't think he would have been bad at all. Trash Taste has been a very like how would you say, like a very conglomerate participation of a lot of cultures from Japan, America, Canada. Any person who's been involved with anime has been a very conglomerate sector of YouTube in the Trash Taste universe that has been formed. The TTCU, Trash Taste Cinematic Universe. And I think a lot, like, with how big of that podcast is, like, a lot of people watch it. Anybody involved in anime, Japan culture, and stuff like that have a lot of scope on how this situation is. And I don't think Twitch could ignore the overwhelming negativity that Hassan has gotten from the last episode that got. people tweet like I don't think a lot of people watch the podcast, but a lot of people tweet about it. There have been millions tweets and memes and stuff made from the Trash Taste podcast that you wouldn't even believe, and it's very evolved with the community. So, anyway,
It was pretty
let's
nasty.
continue.
He decided that he would go ahead and say that, well, let's go ahead and see this Republican guy, Rick Scott, get taken out. He's got to go. We got to
I've
get
seen
rid
this
of him
one, yeah.
to take up for Medicaid. It doesn't really matter. He's calling for violence.
Honestly, I think Asmongold is running a lot of I appreciate Asmongold doing a lot as much as good. Like I don't. It is very argued that Asmongold defends Hassan very adamantly. It has been argued. He even looks at it like Hassan. Like when sometimes like Asmongold, how do you want to defend this? And he's like, he looks at it sometimes. He's like, okay, I'm gonna explain this, and like he does go through like multiple loops on trying to explain and how this goes and how maybe Hassan might be thinking this is gonna be, but like in this clip alone, this one clip I saw this earlier yesterday, I believe. He's running out of good faith. He's running out of good faith defenses for Hassan. He has been on Hassan's good faith situation as much as he could be, but I think he's running out of situations. This is where this ends. The good faith ends maybe right here. Because he just says it straight out.
Trying to, in a way, I mean, this is just theorizing. I don't know if this is what he really wanted to do, right? But it sure does sound like, to me, when people do stuff like this, they're trying to create a new Luigi to go and take somebody out. Like the guy that took out that CEO of that healthcare company. It really does feel like to me that a lot of these higher up leftist people that have big followings are trying to radicalize people to get out there and do some pretty disgusting things. And that's definitely against TOS. And there is no platform that does not have that in their terms of service. You are not allowed to call for violence, which he's done before. If you've watched, I mean, a good example is that content nuke. If you watch any of the detractors content that, cover Hassan, you'll easily find the clip of him sharing that makeshift gun. Kind of like
The
saying, hey,
makeshift
this is how
shotgun,
you
yeah.
do this. He knows what he's doing. 100%. But here's the clip that got him banned. We'll play this one. This is the longer version, so you can have some context. He's talking about Rick Scott here, and this is what got him to do it.
There's about $50 billion estimated that are lost every year in Medicaid, just in fraud alone. No.
That fraud is not coming from individuals, it's coming from providers. They're not tackling providers. They're not actually going after like false billing. They are trying to cut recipients, okay? It is not happening at the point of
people
recipients.
that are like 150 years
if
old.
you cared about Medicare
I've
fraud or
always seen this
Medicaid
one.
fraud, you would kill Rick Scott after like false billing. They are trying to cut recipients, okay? It is not happening at the point of recipients. If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud.
And this was like a month ago, wasn't it? This is before he went to Japan. I don't even know what this like fucking whole source happened, but this was like it's been a while since this whole stream happened. I think I don't know for sure, but this was before he went to Japan, before the Trash Taste episode was actually fucking aired. What the fuck, man?
You would kill Rick Scott, okay? You wouldn't make Rick Scott, former governor of Florida, Rick Scott. You wouldn't make him the current, what is his current office? What is he? He's the Richard Lynn Scott is an American attorney, businessman, politician, Navy veteran, serving as the senior United States Senator from Florida, a seat he has held since 2019. And also, I believe this past election cycle, he was literally the fucking head of the, what was it, like the Senate committee or something? Like the Republican.
So anyway, you get it. That's a little bit more of a fuller context because the actual clip's only about 24 seconds, 21 seconds right here. Yeet is who I saw post it. In no situation is that okay, in my opinion. You should not be calling for violence, which is what he's doing there. Even if he doesn't want to say that's what he's doing, it's 100%. And when people asked him about this in a clip, he said they can suck my whole dick.
That is definitely what he said. This is a clip where he says that. He said, "You can suck my dick from the back," is what he said. Oh, you can see this right here.
Like being directly mean to Rick Scott. What I was saying was like, if the Republican Party truly cared about like monitoring medical bankruptcy, they would literally apply the capital punishment. Like if they did, they don't. And I mean, he is a world-class Medicare fraud guy. So you can cry about it all day, every day. You can cry about it, try to get me banned for it. Maybe I will get banned for it. Who knows? But it's not going to change the.
And he did get banned for it. And that only.
He said capital punishment on a Medicaid fraud, but he won't care. He won't call out capital punishment against fucking Hamas. What is this? What is this? I say capital punishment for Hamas, and that's being fair to the judicial situation that Hamas has been doing. I am on Trump's side on ending fucking Hamas. That's my take on that. They've done terrible bullshit shit that they should definitely be ended on. This should be stopped. There is no leeway. There's no kindness that can be brought to them. They celebrated the deaths of fucking children as they brought their bodies back to the family they were supposed to bring the bodies back to. The children's heads were crushed. And they tried to blame it on the bomb that they shot an RPG at their own fucking hospital. I mean, come on. They tried to fake a missile bombing by crushing, personally, they fucking crushed the bodies and skulls of these children to make it seem like the missile that they launched at their own hospital on accident. Fucking Christ. That's so fucking terrible. Fuck. Anyway.
That only came from pressure. I still don't think any news sites have really covered that. They never give him any bad press coverage because they're trying to turn him into the Joe Rogan of the left, which is funny because Joe Rogan used to be on the left.
The Joe Rogan.
Because of all the radical shit that's been going on over the past couple of years. So now they've got him, and they want to try to turn him into this big superstar. Yeah, we'll see how that works out.
The weird thing is, the thing about turning Hassan Piker into Joe Rogan to the left is they haven't seen his views. It is so bad. I mean, if you think about it, they're trying to turn Hassan into the Joe Rogan of the left. To turn him the champion of leftist situations. the equalizer of gender equality. However, Hamas is entirely racist against the Jews. So, how do we turn the fully acceptance of the left apparatus who wants to turn Hassan Piker, the Joe Rogan of the left, to permeate transgender people on the Hamas how would you say a Hamas flagpole to be the guiding light of the ideology that Hamas can agree to when they cannot even spare a child from tyranny. So, I don't even know what to say after that. It's like kind of like disgusted by the thought and how to defend that. I'm trying to like think of something, and I'm like, I'm trying to defend it, and I'm like, I feel disgusted by it. That's all I can think about. It's like, I don't like it. I don't feel comfortable like trying to even sit in it. It is.
He has responded to his ban, and he's not happy about it. A couple of posts over
he did.
here.
Okay.
And he says, "Sorry, I'll choose my words carefully next time and say if Mike Johnson cares about Medicaid fraud, since he wants to cut $800 million from Medicaid Medicare, he'd call for max punishment for current Florida GOP Senator, former Governor Rick Scott, who has done the most Medicare fraud in U.S. history."
Honestly, the what is it called? Rick Scott. I won't ever condone his killing. However, he does need to be audited. This motherfucker needs to be audited. Doge needs to dick down Rick Scott. That's all I gotta say.
And then he says, "Big shout out to right-wing free speech lovers who took time out of their day screaming about DEI and immigrants to cry about this. If somebody said
that had nothing to do DEI or immigrants. That's just Doge. If he said Doge, I'd give him a fair point. He said DEI and immigrants. Fucking idiot.
something like this, who you don't like, you would be pushing it 24/7. And I don't condone this on any level. You shouldn't be calling for people's lives. And when it comes to free speech, it's like that saying, like, doesn't give you the right to yell fire in a movie theater. You know, you're not allowed to do that. It's not good form. Some things shouldn't be acceptable. And calling for somebody's life to be ended, definitely not cool in my book. Not cool. He got mad about Tim Pool saying it. Tim Pool loves that Rick Scott was caught overseeing the largest Medicaid fraud in U.S. history and will defend the wealthy, robbing you blind, just as he'll defend Mike Johnson gutting Medicaid with lies. He's not independent. He's a bald partisan hack.
Okay, so this is something I need to research. I've never researched this before. I need to look what partisan means. I've never known the definition of partisan. A blind partisan hack? Wait, what? How does that make sense? Hold on, give me a second. No, we'll go back a little
Medicaid fraud
second.
in U.S. history and will defend the wealthy robbing you blind. Just as he'll defend Mike Johnson gutting Medicaid with lies. He's not independent. He's a bald partisan hack.
A bald partisan hack. Wait, what? Okay. That is kind of wishy-washy. There is fraud in Medicare, Medicaid, and that I can take that into context, but who is Mike Johnson? I need more information about Mike Johnson. Okay. Anyway, let's continue.
By the way, his store is all socialist. It dude literally is a huge capitalist running around as a commie. It's really funny. It is really.
It is kind of funny. It is so funny knowing that how hypocritical Hassan makes his videos. Hassan is advocating for the negative views of America on capitalist views, while basically subjecting every viewer to capitalist involvement with every video that they watch, and like countering that, and like hypocrisying that into like being bad for America. I feel like I've with that at the long at a weird angle. Basically, the hypocrisy is that Hassan is against capitalism, but he makes his entire platform on capitalistic situations. He says capitalism is bad. However, I put my platform on earning money from making something from his own hands, as he says, and paying people to pay for that services, which is basically what capitalism is built on. You put out a product, people pay for that product, and you make more product of that product, and they can pay for that product more, which is basically the idea of capitalism. Anyway, I need to take a piss. I'll be right back. Okay, before I continue talking, let's continue with the video.
Funny. By the way, that anime thing that he was on, that Trash Taste or whatever, I'd never heard of him until he went on there and I saw the backlash. They've announced he will not be back on the show because they got so much shit for it. Anyway, Hassan has been
Connor
banned.
said
He's
not
having a
to be back on the
meltdown
show.
over it. Of course he is, because he's the golden boy of Twitch. He's been having a lot of meltdowns lately, ever since Asmongold dethroned him as the #1 guy on Twitch, at least #1 political streamer on Twitch. He's been dethroned. He's been pissing him, moaning about it for weeks now. And now he can sit and twiddle his thumbs and think about things as he has to wait for his Twitch to get reinstated. Next time, maybe don't call for somebody's life. I don't know. It seems like that's probably something to think about. Maybe not do that, and then you won't get banned. By the way, this is 5th banning on Twitch.
Wait,
all right,
what?
That's it.
His
Let me know
fifth?
what you guys think about all this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would,
Hold
please
on, hold
like,
on.
subscribe, share. Banning on Twitch. Think about maybe not do that, and then you won't get banned. By the way, this is 5th banning on Twitch. All right, that's it. Let me know what you guys think about all this. I'd like to hear from you. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell, all that good stuff, and we will see you on the next one. Peace.
His 5th banning. Okay. Okay, I need to look that up. Well, I'll do that on my own. What did I get sent? Yes, I did also that. Okay. Well, we got one more video to watch. It was just basically the uninterrupted venti lantern ride video. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
That does sound like one of Hu Tao's antics.
Did the Conqueror of Demons agree to come so that Hu Tao would stop pestering him?
There might be other reasons.
That's fair.
Smart guess. Huh? There's more to it?
It gets pretty boring from here on. I talked about the funeral parlor's past relationships with the guardian yakshas. You know, just to be sociable.
In the time of the Archon War, disputes were frequent, and disaster overtook the land. Humans couldn't escape from the torment of the plague, nor could they escape death. The Adepti vanquished the demons, the Millelith fought valiantly, and Wang Sheng Funeral Parlor was responsible for purifying the diseased and sending off the spirits of the dead. That is how the border between life and death was maintained during the war. And it effectively prevented further incidents from happening.
That is a lot of intertwined information that I really needed. The Yakshas, the Wang Shen funeral parlor, everything else after that, before that, and it seems like well, that depends. Was this during lore? Yeah. Was this during the? Was this story explained during the integration with the Wang Shen funeral parlor? You have missed so much. I got a lower dive. I got a lower dive between the patches. Anyway, let's continue.
That's right. 1 point for the consultant. But despite our deep-rooted connection, it still took me quite a while to actually convince him. You know him pretty well, huh?
This matter is out of my control, so I need to be cautious.
True, but I've kept that in mind too. That's why everyone here today is in one way or another acquainted with elemental power. Besides, it'll only be for a short while as we dine together. There won't be any lasting consequences.
But I didn't expect there to be so many people.
There's no need to worry, Conqueror of Demons. We're not feeling anything unusual so far. Our young exorcist over here is protected by his pure yang energy, so he's probably the most resilient.
That's not the same. And did you just toss your carrots into my bowl? Hey, don't look away.
Huh? What?
I'm siding with Chongyun. I saw that too. You're lucky Guoba isn't here today. He hates seeing people being picky with their food. If he'd seen that, he'd definitely make you eat all your carrots.
Huh? Guoba would do that? Is he that uncompromising? But now that I think of it, Xianglin told me that Guoba used to be the stove god.
It sounds like you've heard the rumors.
I'm doing fine. Not long ago, before Lantern Rite, I met an old friend. Thanks to his help, things have been a lot more stable than before.
Right! Wait, what?
Seeds of story, brought by the wind.
And cultivated
Wait,
by
what?
time. Did Paimon just unconsciously complete that saying? That voice. Could it be?
It must be.
If I'm not mistaken, there's someone knocking at the door. Don't just sit there, Zhongli. Go welcome our guest in.
No such need. I'm coming in. You finally let me in. Hello, hello. No matter if we've met before or not, this moment marks a brand new encounter. Old friends and new. Happy Lantern Rite.
Oh, it's the tone-deaf bard.
Oh, he seems to carry a valiant breeze wherever he goes. It looks like we're gonna be friends. Fate has brought us together, so come on, take a seat and be my guest. Help yourself. Oh, I'll ask them for another set of cutlery.
This young lady here is as bright as a fresh bouquet of flowers in the morning's rising sun. She no doubt is the one with the most authority here. What?
I mean, all that statement is pretty much true.
Oh, these dishes look amazing! Is it really okay for me to join in? All right, I'm digging in.
Huh, it's you.
Oh, isn't this Genyu?
Genyu?
Yep. Now that I've taken a closer look, you're a fan of Genyu's works, aren't you? I met Xingqiu at a light novel convention. How I wish we'd met sooner. I never expected that there'd be another person in this world who could interpret Genyu's new novel as thoroughly as I could.
Venti, you're being too humble. Considering your poetic talent, your fundamentals are way more impressive.
Could this new guest be Master Xingqiu's friend?
Yeah! Xiao, you remember me too, right? We had a chat not long ago.
Okay, why'd you crop that out?
Yes. Monsters become more active than usual as we get closer to Lantern Rite. I was patrolling Dihua Marsh a few days ago when I happened to run into this...
You've already forgotten? I'm a bard, remember? And bards go around singing wherever they like.
Oh, right. And this bard was performing in Dihua Marsh. It was a moving melody, and it made me feel relaxed and at ease. I couldn't help but stay and listen.
Thank you for your patronage.
I understand now, too. I'm Zhongli, currently working at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. It's a pleasure to meet you, new friend.
Mm-hmm. And I'm his boss. Oh, and if there's anything unsatisfactory, let me know anytime.
That's very considerate of you.
Oh? No wonder. Only a boss as savvy and reliable as you would be able to hire such an impressive consultant.
Oh, you're too nice, Venti. Not to brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends across the stars and the land, and there's nothing throughout history that he doesn't know. From the sophisticated way he speaks, it's hard not to suspect that he could very well be an adeptus in disguise.
Hu Tao. Hu Tao. Hu Tao. You know. Hu Tao no. Hu Tao no. Hu Tao no. No before no. Hu Tao no before no. Before no. Hu Tao no. I think that's why that. Hu Tao no. Hu Tao no. They make it subtle, but Hu Tao no. Hu Tao no.
Shao, you're an adeptus. Do you think it might be possible?
Hu Tao no.
Sorry. I'm only good at conquering demons. I'm afraid I don't have much knowledge in that matter.
Really? But Paimon thinks you're super knowledgeable. Huh? Oh, right!
Hu Tao no.
Xiao's a warrior. He doesn't come to the city very often, so it's, pretty normal for him to not know anything. Yeah.
Really?
Hu Tao no.
I've actually heard a few things about Mr. Zhongli before. The guests in the tavern talked about this refined and courteous man who, instead of having wine at Mondstadt's finest tavern, ordered a cup of hot tea with the most complex name.
Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that there indeed is a musician like yourself in Mondstadt. I've heard that he's elegant and amiable, his works witty and vibrant. It's no overstatement to regard him as the best bard in Mondstadt.
Now you're making me embarrassed. I would say that Mondstadt's poetry is a little run-of-the-mill sometimes. There's one I heard a while back that went, "The old house is renewed, welcoming the spring breeze, awakening old memories." The meaning's there, but the word choices are unimaginative, and there's a distinct lack of literary flair.
I think so too. The composition needs a little jazzing up. If I were to give it a go, I'd make it an old melon on a vine, a new flower that grows fine.
Oh, good one! It feels unique and has a nice ring to it.
You have great taste, Venti. I was right about you. Let's shake hands.
Of course, of course.
Hey!
Hu Tao no. Hu Tao no. Hu Tao no. Also, you don't have. Yes, that's a very angry point about this. Yes, Hu Tao no.
Mind lending me a few books when we get back? Pick out some well-written ones. I don't know if it's my own lack of literary knowledge, but I couldn't tell the difference between those two.
I don't think it's your fault.
Chongyun's right. It's not our fault.
Oh, you have a point. But speaking of, Why is the Tone Deaf Bard here? Are you here to take part in Lantern Rite too?
I heard that Liyue will be hosting a Lantern Rite music festival this year. As a musician myself, how could I possibly resist the temptation to come take a look? Or listen. Getting to know other musical styles is essential to sparking inspiration, don't you think? As for the Fontaine friend who hosted the festival, I saw him near Stone Gate the other day. The Iridescence tour has finally been held successfully for once, so I had to congratulate him. Don't think anything of it. By the way, I was watching as you entered Shinyue Kiosk, but no one seemed to notice me. Should I say that it's because I'm an expert in hiding, or that a certain someone deliberately ignored the sound of the wind?
Whenever Lantern Rite comes around, Liyue Harbor becomes bustling with activity. People are all busy watching the lanterns and strolling around the shops, and they might just go travel somewhere on a whim. It is rather difficult to predict another's whereabouts. The festival is in full swing and proceeding smoothly, and we're all gathered here with friends, new and old. This is no doubt a wonderful occasion worth celebrating. To come together with all of you at the beginning of the year, one can't help but be filled with joy. In a moment like this, I propose we raise a glass together. In my case, tea in lieu of wine.
Very well said, Mr. Zhongli. That was exactly what I wanted to say. Now I'm getting a little self-conscious. I didn't cause you too much trouble barging in like that, did I? We usually drink wine during occasions like this over in Mondstadt, but since Mr. Zhongli insists on drinking tea, I'll give a toast with tea too. Everyone, thanks for the treat.
You're welcome. As
You definitely-
the host of this gathering, I hope everyone enjoys the food and drinks. May this year be better than the last.
You definitely know he's drinking the Long Island iced tea. All the alcohol in a tea, a tea-based alcohol you can drink. Anyway,
Considering that everyone may have other matters to attend to later, sticking to tea seems like a good idea. All of a sudden, they started proposing toasts. Should we?
What's with the urgency? Sure.
Have you two finished eating? It's always nice to have a breath of fresh air after a meal. Helps with digestion. Paimon will come too. Yeah? Okay then. Don't forget to come back.
well, that was that's what we got out of that. Oh, okay. All right. Well, oh, gotta send another one. Hold on. Oh, just a screenshot of what I got. Just a screenshot of what I'm about to watch. Okay. Let's see. Rather go to my homepage. Actually, let's watch one of my liked videos. Like a good long like video that I've watched. No, I've been, you know, one of my big crushes of the week. What somebody I really have been entirely enticed by. Okay, we're gonna skip that. Anyway, somebody I'm being entirely enticed by is this week is Caroline Levitt. Caroline Levitt, what a good fucking woman. She's been a very good crush for me this this time. Honestly, I really appreciate her. My like situation's entirely fucked. Because I don't like a lot of videos, but I watch a lot of videos. I'll go through an entire like hour video and never like it once. Okay. I guess I'll take a suggestion. So let's all right. Alright, here we go.
My ninja, it is a federal crime to take away Dia's wet. I hope you understand that. Bruh, she's here. Oh, I forgot you get these notebook gems now, huh? I gotta click through one by one for each damn story quest I did. We couldn't have made a claim all button? No. Was that asking for too much? Okay, that got me like 20 more pulls. It's time for Chocolate Wife. I've been waiting on this heavy dose of melanin for a long time. Shit, yeah, this is a great start. All right, 40 pulls in, no D in sight. It's okay. I'm not worried. Okay. 60 pulls. 60 pulls.
It went too hard, too fast. Ain't nobody folding over like a second. This went too hard, too fast. Betting on like this man, like committed to a situation, committed to the waifu, but fucking got blocked off at like some situation. It's like this is the regular Genshin. We went too hard, too fast. We went early on. Okay, we need a. we need some real shit right now. We went in too fast, too hard. All right. Huh. Oh my god. I got one of my VODs in my fucking algorithm. I'm not gonna watch that. You don't want to watch that. Hey.
It's G-Pain. Got judges.
G-Pain, have some integrity. Turn off. Stop. Get away from me!
Rappers who can sing versus rappers who can't sing.
Just because it's funny.
Who's your favorite judge?
Security!
Get her out of here!
Mute her.
Have we confirmed that G-Pain has been removed from the premises? I think so. I texted the guards and they said that they lost track of G-Pain, getting kind of scared. Oh god.
That's some real shit. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, let's. You know what? We're gonna. We're gonna see my recommended. Then watch what happens. Good. Magoo. Magoo. Magoo.
Oh no! No! Oh my god! Alright, boom, it's 4:30 in the morning and we are watching Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest. I'm not gonna lie, the first Pirates of the Caribbean was amazing. A lot of people are telling me I can't wait for you to watch the second one, which is this one. So I'm excited. I'm excited for it because you don't have excited me for it. Do you know what I'm saying? When you don't get me gassed, I'm ready. So without further ado, obviously if you guys want to see this earlier, I'm kind of over to the Patreon in the description down below. There you can actually see the full movie without being cut up and edited and stuff like that. But without further ado, let's into it. Oh. Wait, they put horses on boats like that? Really? Is that the British? I feel like that's the British. Why is this happening?
Magoo.
Not for the groom to see the bride before the wedding.
You were gonna get married?
Aha! Here's the one for William.
Wait, why is Elizabeth getting arrested?
You will tell us what we are charged with.
Ooh, they came with authority.
Punishment, regrettably, is also.
Oh, I thought, what?
Perhaps you remember a certain pirate named Jack Sparrow.
Captain.
Wait. So they're both going to be sentenced to death because they freed Jack Sparrow. Well, Elizabeth didn't free Jack Sparrow though. Only William did, right? When he broke him out of prison. What does Elizabeth do? Because she was with him. No, but she was cool. A prison? Oh, a human in cages. Ugh. Oh, you don't get eaten by birds. Yo! By crows. Oh my god. God damn. I mean, it's nice that they put you in a coffin though, right? I'm kind of thought they just dash your body into the sea, considering that it's a prison, right? So you are not penetrating that. There's no way. Oh my god. What the? Jack, what are you doing in there? Why are you not on your ship? What? Wait, what the hell? Man gave him the man's leg, you know.
Pursued, we're overcome.
What? Oh, what's with the black people? Hey, yo!
What is on that piece of cloth there?
Oh my god! Wait, the monkey's... Is that the monkey from the first one? It's still... Is this... Damn! The monkey's still cursed?
We can't open whatever it is we don't have that it unlocks.
I mean, you could just break it though, right?
Any more questions?
So what are you not doing?
Set sail and they...
Oh, did he get a new compass? Is Jack okay?